Scared.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Transformation.
Yeah. We're only 4 months away from Halloween. What the hell?
That artwork was so good.
Halloween 365 days a year.
Wait,
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Every day is Halloween, baby.
That's right. Every day is Halloween. God bless your ministry.
I like Halloween.
My Halloween season is like from September 23rd all the way to December 31st.
Oh, yeah.
So you got Halloween, and then you've got like Day of the Dead, Thanksgiving, Dead Giving, and then you've got Night Bear Before Christmas stuff.
Right.
But Halloween should last from September 23rd, when like the Libras start, all the way to, Halloween is the most blessed freaking season.
You're right.
I celebrate Summerween.
Yes.
Summerween.
Yeah, well, the Spirit of Hollywood sets up already. It's August.
Yeah.
The way I do
August 1st, Spirit of Halloween's open.
Yeah.
Any place that closed down, like Tacos Gordo, now Spirit of Halloween.
Damn.
Oh, fuck yeah.
All the Toys R Us spots. Did anyone see that meme that they put for when Amoeba closed? They
Yes.
put Spirit right there. I was like, damn.
All the hometown buffets are now Spirit of
There you go. There you go.
Man, pretty much.
I better play this intro before they fucking take that shit too. So hold.
People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a warm-hearted person who loved me till the end.
You're listening to Pigs Radio, broadcasting live from a secret location in Compton, California. The talk show that makes psychiatrists see other psychiatrists, other psychiatrists, other psychiatrists, other psychiatrists.
Pigs Radio, episode 397. Guys.
How many more to 400?
Like Like 2 more weeks.
That's
and then it's
that's
400.
taco math. That's taco math.
Me da tres?
3.
Yeah.
Yes.
Guys, 400 fucking
Tres de
episodes, and I couldn't find a better way to celebrate that shit than on the actual Sunday, the 29th.
That's right.
Live from Boomers
Live
in
from
Long
Boomers.
Beach or Lakewood, depending on wherever side you want to reside on.
Long Beach Wood.
You can come out, hang out with your favorite fucking pigs, and not to mention we're going to have a full-on lengthy episode. Too big for one band. We have 2 bands performing that day. We have the Rucas and Scarlet Siren.
Damn.
Not
Hit
to
the
ma-
explosion, Mario.
Hold on, the pig explosion.
Mario.
Too many bands.
Is it possible to get KP Wolf that night?
Nah, we worked that.
We couldn't get KP Wolf for that night. Trust me, I tried. But
She's like on house arrest or some shit.
But I promise you, we're gonna have KP Wolf live soon.
Oh.
Just don't tell Haley. Just don't tell Haley. But it's all right. It's all right.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be on Sunday the 29th. We want to have it's free. We're also taking donations.
It's free?
It's gonna be a free event for
Well,
everyone
I'm
to come
gonna
out.
tell you put me on the guest list, but never mind.
Everyone is on the guest list.
Everyone's on the
because everyone's
guest
part of the
list.
Pigsniverse universe. So everyone who's a Pigs fan just gets in for free. So it's gonna be fucking great. Not to mention they have like cheap fucking drinks in that bitch. Like
yeah.
That's all.
$3 shots,
Yeah.
$4 shots.
$5 like
Fucking
24-ounce
boomers.
PBRs, dude. Like what the fuck
Wait,
is
are they
that?
really $5 something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
they are.
Even like at Spike's, they jacked up the price on bad nights, dude. What's up?
Yeah.
Well, come get your drink on the Pigs night on the 29th there at Boomers. But before we even get to that, obviously this is Pigs Radio live every
That's right.
Sunday night, the longest running podcast show out of the city of Compton. Make sure you like,
The only
subscribe,
podcast coming out of Compton.
hit that subscribe button, tell your moms about us, and then not to mention you can catch us on your morning and afternoon drive time on the LME network. Zach, you remember when?
Tuesdays, 7 and 7.
There we go.
You know what? Let's talk about that for a quick second.
Okay.
Oh no! What now?
What?
What now?
Have you heard the commercial for Pigs Radio and LME?
No. Oh wait, the one for that Guaps did?
Fucking Guaps.
Yeah, I heard it.
Is the one I made?
Yeah.
Check out Pigs Radio, all the cochinitos, and
Wow.
let's have a good time and get ready for it.
You know what? Okay, can I?
Did you,
Can I
Mario?
Can I say something?
Did Mario authorize this one?
I did. And obviously, this is El Guapo. Find him on Instagram, El Guapo. There's some underscores and pigs on there. He
changed his name.
Oh, did you again?
Yeah, Saca las nalguitas.
No.
All right.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
LGBT friendly.
Can I?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Always.
LGBTQ.
Can I defend myself on that? So
No, you don't have to. You're good.
no.
What are you
We love it.
defending?
No, wait. So Ray called me. He goes, "Hey, Guaps, can you make a commercial for me?" I'm like,
You know
"What?"
he's fucking lying, dude. I can already see
who,
it.
me?
Go ahead.
No,
So
I'm
go
not-
ahead. Tell us your story.
I
Tell
don't
us your
like.
story.
I don't like.
Fool, it's like I feel like grabbing my blanket and my pillow and like lay down and start listening to this fairy tale. Go ahead.
Ray, call in, give your side of the story.
Jesus Christ.
Hurry up.
Can
fool.
you
We
let
gotta-
him
we gotta
fucking
band wait.
talk? Jesus, hurry up, man.
Hurry
Because we
up,
got to
hurry
get to the fucking band. Can we
Gotta
get to
band
this
wait.
already?
God damn it.
I know.
Jesus.
Jesus
Let's go.
Christ.
Tell me.
Wait, I'm
Why?
intrigued by these stories. What's going on?
Yeah, come on. Tell me about Ray. Fuck Ray.
Okay, here we go. So
Yes.
Ray called me and he's like, "Hey, Guaps, can you make a commercial for me?" I'm like, "What do you want me to do?" He's like, "I need you to do a Pigs Radio commercial." And I go, "Okay, fine, that's cool. What do you want me to say?"
Right.
And so he kind of sent me like a little template. I'm like, "All right, cool." And I sent him like a demo. And next thing you know, he's like, "Oh, that's awesome. That's the one I'm posting." I'm like, "Wait, that's just me freestyling. That's not even me really doing it." I'm like, "I just kind of wanted to have a
You're
reference."
testing it.
And he's like, "Well, that's the one we're using." I'm like, "Well, then fuck
You're
it."
scratch tracking.
Yeah, so honestly, the one that you hear on LME is literally me.
For one take, baby. That's
one
all it
take.
takes.
That's all it took.
That's it.
On my mama.
You're a
on
record
my-
producer's dream, fool. You do it
That's-
all in
Well,
one take.
obviously,
No,
Ray didn't care for anything else. Like, he took whatever he can get.
Ray was probably just drunk. He just didn't get fucked up. Hit
no,
record again.
Shout out to Ray from the Local Music Experience. Once again, you can check out Pigs
Something
Radio.
great.
You can download the fucking app. Get the pigs on there for free. But if you're too lazy to fuck to get the app, don't forget Pigs Radio, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. We're live on everything.
Periscope? You still do Periscope?
Yeah, we're still on Periscope.
Are we?
But no one cares about
Streaming
Periscope anymore.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you-
MySpace.
Right?
I don't think find us in the bulletin section of MySpace.
I miss you, Tom.
Aw.
Put us in your top 8, please.
It's your real friend over there, Tom.
Shit, how many friends did I get butthurt because they weren't in my top?
What did I one?
Oh my god!
I never had a MySpace.
Freaking take it so
Oh, really?
personal.
Young for that shit, yeah.
Never fell into
you're
the
the lucky
MySpace
one.
world.
You survived the friend-pocalypse
I
right
did.
there.
And always surviving never the games that he plays. You can catch Zack Rabbit Lopez live on Twitch. You still play video games on Twitch on Tuesdays?
No, I'm getting back into it. I just
Okay.
built a high-end PC, so everything's gonna come out like 2
Hey, fool, how can you afford a high-end PC when you just got a kid? How is that even possible?
Because he's using the kit to like fucking turn the hard drive and shit.
That and there's
Like
a lot
Daddy
of,
faster?
Well,
government assistance now that I have a kid. You know,
I mean, the government is giving you extra.
Yeah, I'm making more money now with a kid.
All right.
He doesn't have to buy the cheese anymore and the cakes and whatnot. It's all good,
The
bro.
government pays for it.
That's right. You're gonna get the fucking. You're gonna get the Quaker oatmeal and all that shit for free too. Don't forget.
What you can get,
Give me some
if you
Kellogg's
need to
strawberry.
get some stylish fucking tits for your hair,
Tits?
it's
Tits.
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 Dude,
Yeah, those
tits.
too.
Get
Tits
some
and
tits.
fucking
Stylish.
You can hit her up at Liz Vampire Mermaid. Welcome to Pigs Radio, Liz.
What's up, guys?
Did I say tits?
Yeah, you said
Oh,
tits.
yeah.
I didn't.
Oh, so it wasn't just me.
Yeah,
That's
no.
all right.
Yeah, I heard tits.
You know
too.
what? I have a
It's okay.
lisp and I can't talk right today.
Tip,
Don't worry.
tips,
Tips and tits.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Close
just-
enough.
just the
And
tips.
and if you love
I can't
barbecue
see.
and his old man titties, he's the one and only evil Noriega back on
That's right.
Pigs.
Me.
Get your ghetto barbecue from Wood
That's right.
Shack
Hood as fuck,
BBQ
fool.
in
What's up? What you need? What you
Hood.
want, man? I sprinkle a little crack on it. You know how I do.
Hey, what was the last thing you made?
Oh shit! Like the last thing that I cooked was 4th of July, man. I've been burned out ever since, man. But it's like I did like fucking
we barbecued after
after
Food's
4th
Gone-
of July.
After Food's Gone Wild. We went to your pad and we barbecued.
Dick, that was the day before 4th
was
of
the day
July.
before
That's
4th of
July
July.
3rd, Dick.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because think about it. I
doesn't know where he's at.
when I barbecue, it's usually like a 24-hour event for me, dude. I'm usually up for 24 hours.
Yeah.
This food.
Because I smoke shit, homeboy. 12 hours of fucking brisket smoke.
Get that shit. We're
That's
gonna
right.
get that smoke
Damn.
tonight, though. And the only way to get to it is by taking a fucking rocket ship. We have.
What the fuck kind of segue was
I don't know.
That was a horrible segue, Mario.
You know what? At least I'm trying. At least I'm fucking trying. But who doesn't have to try is this fucking band. Let's
That's
give
right.
it up for the one and only The Rocketz.
That's it. Finally got him in here.
Pulling hard. What's up, guys? How we doing today?
I'm doing good.
Yeah. Let's get that
fuck
microphone
yeah.
closer to your voice.
Closer to my voice, you mean closer to my face?
Yeah. To your voice box.
How's that?
There we
Is that
go. We
better?
can hear you
Oh,
better.
that's perfect.
Yeah.
Can you hear me
That's
drink?
How's it going?
What's up,
I heard
guys?
We heard that gurgle.
Yeah, gurgle.
Gurgle.
I can't tell you how excited I am for this fucking episode. Just going through sound check, it's gonna be one of those fucking rock and roll fucking nights where we're gonna leave out here drenched. Guaps is gonna get all the fucking amazing money shots, get some of those crotch
Yeah,
shops.
all of it. All of it.
That's why I wore my skinny jeans.
Damn it, I forgot my cup.
I forgot my assless chaps.
Bummer. That's a fucking bummer. Well, listen, we got scissors. We could just cut holes out of your pants.
But he's
you
the
know?
drummer, so it doesn't even matter.
Yes.
Well, he
Don't
could,
wear
he
pants.
could, he could be like one of the psychobilly drummers
yeah,
jamming,
stand
standing up. Yeah.
What's a psychobilly?
It's a type of music that's being rehashed way too fucking
Oh
long.
my god.
What? Really?
Oh yeah, yeah.
By the way, I see everyone out there on the chat. Shout out to the whole Pigsniverse logging in. Steven Polanco, #1 as always, live from Utah. We got fucking local music experience. We love the Rocketz. You guys got a lot of fans already on. You know what? We're going to open up these phone lines, too. We're going to get past these intros. That way, if you guys want to call and ask the band a question or... you
Yeah,
know?
call in.
Yeah.
Call in. Send them in.
Before we get to that, how about we get some names and some positions in the band? Let's see. Starting from my
Let's
left.
not forget our piggy calls.
Our what?
Our pigs.
That's
Yeah.
right. We're not going to forget our piggy calls. Let's get your name. Let's get what you do in the band.
Your favorite
And
position.
let's get your best either pig squeal, pig's call, or dinosaur impression.
Oh, wow, that's a lot. My name is Zack. I drum a pig squeal. Like a pig squeal? Like an
Or
actual,
call?
like an actual
Release
call?
your inner
Big
grindcore.
squeal.
a
big call
Like
or
an
dinosaur
appreciation.
expression.
You already ruined the moment because you're asking too many fucking questions.
Well,
Just
you know,
do
some of these
it.
things,
Jump
you
in.
know.
Jump in. Do it.
76, we got a bunch of Mexicans in a basement running a podcast, and
Listen,
That was epic.
That was
Fire, fire.
That was way creative and really close to my fucking liberal heart. You know what I mean?
That's the first ever for pigs. I'll give you that much.
That was creative. That was creative.
Cheers to that.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome, Zack to Pigs.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Who's right next to you, sir?
I'm Tony Slash. I'm the founder and guitar player, and I try to sing for the Rocketz. And here you go. Big, 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 big,
That's it. That is it.
Damn, I was gonna do a pig call.
I learned that in fucking West Virginia.
That was a legitimate first fucking
Oh,
pig
yeah.
call that
Yeah.
we've gotten
That's
so
like-
far.
Yeah, like we get
Like we're a
like,
touring band. We've been across the country.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, a lot of
Dude,
rural
Well, that's
parts of the country.
experience.
You
That's
know,
experience.
you know, if you picked up a fucking pig's call, you know we're gonna have amazing fucking road stories today. If you already know he fucking mastered the pig's call just from fucking being on tour, imagine all the other fun things that
Oh,
happen.
we're definitely gonna ask some fucking crazy questions.
Oh man.
Just make sure you leave the goddamn gallows and the coffin cats out of it, or I might get arrested.
Oh shit! All right, all right.
Damn.
I love those boys.
Zach's gonna cry.
I love
can't
those
talk about
boys.
coffin cats.
Both those guys. The
All right, my
stories.
man. You're up next, sir.
Oh shit. Well, I am Bobby Sins, and I played the upright bass and the electric bass for the Rocketz now.
Oh yeah, electric bass. New
Yeah, I gotta add that.
New
now.
edition.
Yeah, for reals. Shit. And damn, what am I gonna do right now? Sweet, big, 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 sweet.
Yeah, that was good.
That's good. That was a good one.
Wow. Damn, you got range, Bobby. I'm surprised.
How come you can't sing like that in backing vocals?
Seriously.
I know, right?
Shit.
Yeah.
It's like one of my ex-girlfriends is about to pull up right now.
God damn.
Pigs everywhere.
Like
Fucking-
somebody calling?
Welcome to the Pigs Verse, guys. You guys are now pigs. I mean, you guys have always been pigs, but you guys are honorary fucking.
We're glad
pigs,
to be
pigs.
here. I mean, it's been too long, and I'm glad Jose asked me to do it. And he was like trying to sell me hard on it. I go, no, I'm in. You had me at. You had me there. I was like, yeah, I'll do it. Let's find a date.
So basically, this is how it went down.
We were eating barbecue.
Again, and yes, we were eating.
I want to hear this. I want to
It
hear
kind
this.
of goes that way.
Go for it.
So I've known Tony for God, I don't even know how many
long
fucking
time.
years. Like easily like 12, maybe even longer, maybe 15
longer.
years. Like yeah, for a long time. So I booked this band in the past, and I've always been a big fan of the Rocketz. Where I don't know why I never really got around to asking him per se, because I just thought that you'd probably say no, you know what I mean? Because, and not to say it's beneath you or anything like that, it's just, you know, to drag you out on a Sunday, you know,
you
bring
got
your
him
band
scared.
and all that stuff. Well, you know, it's like, I just didn't want to necessarily inconvenience it. And then he's a touring musician. I mean, this guy's constantly fucking busy, you know,
yeah.
he's like constantly on the road somewhere playing for like tons of people. So, you know, we ended up meeting, I normally do this barbecue thing with Brando Von Badsville.
Where's Brando?
Where is he? Actually, right now, I wouldn't know. I mean, every once in a while, he sends me a text, you know, that he's watching. But, I mean, I'll wait and see if he does reply or he does answer. But
By the way, if you still have Brando bucks laying around, they can be available and cashed in wherever Brandos are located. So cash in your Brando buck.
Use a Brando buck.
Only cash in when Brandos are available.
That's right. So Brando mentioned that he had invited you over, and so I thought, you know what, I'll hit up Tony. And sure enough, as soon as we got enough barbecue in us, good looking out Brando, and enough beer, I thought, you know what, I'm going to ask him now. And so I asked you if you'd be interested in coming. Now, again, I wasn't really expecting you to jump on it or to say yes right
But
away.
I jumped on it.
I thought I was going to have to do a little, like, finagling or schmoozing you, I guess you could say. But
he's
no,
an
you were down for it.
opportunist. He's an opportunist.
Oh,
Like
well,
I said,
apparently-
all musicians
apparently-
are opportunists.
I'll tell you what, and I mean, this is Pigs, so I know we're gonna have a little fun and a little tongue in cheek, but
Oh, for sure.
in all due seriousness, bands like the Rocketz, you know, we don't got a booking agent, we're not signed, you know, we're DIY,
Right.
and we do not survive without stuff like PigzRadio. We do not survive without Likens Den. We don't survive without, you know, some of the cats and the sponsors that help us. You know, Rockabilly LA and stuff. We need all. It's a network it's a village. It's a family. It's across the country.
Yeah,
so
for
we're
sure.
at the independent level. So this was an amazing. To me, this is an opportunity. This is not beneath me at all. This is an opportunity.
Yeah.
You guys are busting our streaming cherry because I refuse to stream because I don't want to play, in a rehearsal studio with my phone,
Right.
I'm afraid. I don't know if any of you guys watched Dropkick Murphys, their cast. I'm jealous. I mean, that's badass. We're not Dropkick, but to see them do that, I want to do something similar to that, So you guys do it great. The mics, it sounds good. The sound check sounds good. I'm excited.
This is fun.
Yeah.
I like this.
We got the tacos and we got the beer.
I get to drink beer.
And we got guaps.
And by the way, we do have Brando Von Badsville live via Twitch on the fucking stream. So welcome.
There's Brando.
Brando, get the barbecue ready.
We need to
some more bands.
After hours.
We need to give out some digital Brando bucks so they can hit them up on Twitch and redeem them there.
Yeah, you can get into his band shows for those guest list stuff.
Yeah.
Now, what surprises me is as long as you guys been a band, like you guys never been interviewed, stream or whatnot, or if you're not playing live, but never been interviewed with a live stream before.
See, did we do KXLU? No, we didn't do KXLU. I've done KXLU, but I did it with Terror Train. That's way back.
Wow.
And I did it with King Rocker, which is a band just before the Rocketz started. We've never. I can't think of anything. No, I sat in with Ian Down. And he had a little thing like this, on his stuff, but it wasn't a performance. So
how long has the Rocketz been around?
We formed 2004.
Oh wow!
2004.
Wow.
Our first record came out in 2005 on I can't remember the freaking label now, but they were out of Texas. And
Hairball 8.
Hairball 8. Thank you very much. My Rolodex isn't like it used to be,
Oh yeah, I mean, listen, that was a long time ago. I mean, but he was putting out a lot of great stuff.
He was putting out a lot of great stuff, not paying anyone for it.
Oh,
so that was great.
Because I was saying, were you guys on the what was that record called? The compilation one, the Straight Out of the Grave, I think it was called. I don't know if you remember.
No, that wasn't us.
But you guys weren't on that compilation.
Oh, were we?
Yeah, I was asking if you guys were actually on the compilation or not.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, they had a great compilation. I know the Coffin Cats were on it, and a few other American bands were on it.
Yeah, I don't think we were on that. We were on a compilation, Cock Grease Pomade, which is one of my sponsors.
Right on.
They put out a Cock Grease
comp,
which was cool. We did that, and we did Cleopatra Records did a Stray Cats one, and
like a tribute.
Yeah, tribute I think, and we did their one punk rock song that they did, Storm the Embassy.
Oh yeah,
changed the words around a bit.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
I love that song actually.
Yeah. And then we did a Devo cover. We did Uncontrollable Urge. I think Uncontrollable Urge was actually the one for Cleopatra Records.
Yeah, and I was gonna mention that Cleopatra's more like that type of music, more like a alternative or like a dark.
Right, which is where we want to live. I mean, people see the stand-up bass, and I'm an old punker, so they call it psychobilly. But there's a lot of really good psychobilly bands out there. I mean, you've got really good psychobilly bands that know what they're doing in that arena. Right. We're not psychobilly, but I think what happens is people just think we're psychobilly because it's punk rock with a stand-up bass.
Right.
Punkabilly.
But if you like, we call it whatever you want. I'm not going to sit there and argue with you guys. We're just Rocketz, and we do. You're going to hear some new songs tonight that are a little out of the wheelhouse today.
Yeah.
That you're not really
So we're done.
So not only are we getting brand new fucking tracks,
first time ever,
and we're getting a brand. I mean, they've never performed on a live stream. Fucking PigzRadio exclusive. By the way, in the beginning of this, why'd you have to sell pigs that hard? I mean, dude, we're a mega fucking platform that is fucking worldwide. Fuck you for downplaying us.
It's fucking 6:30 in London right now.
Yeah, dude, what the fuck, bro? Why are you downplaying us that bad?
I mean, it wasn't downplaying the fucking.
He just
no, he wasn't downplaying PigzRadio. He's just giving us props, thinking that maybe we're like this band that was like, we're past that PigzRadio thing, but we're not.
We trying to get Princess Vitara, which is like an Instagram fucking broad, and we can't get her. We can't pull that bitch in here. So what are we talking about, Mario? What are we talking about, Mario?
First of all, I couldn't even get a communication with anyone back. So I mean, that's
what I mean, though. It's like, listen, I was in front of the man.
So how far back do you and Jose go that he told you about PigzRadio? Because PigzRadio has been around for 10 years.
No, I just told him at the barbecue food.
So Jose didn't know that I've always seen you guys post stuff.
Oh wow! So he's a fan.
No, who's the you mentioned him earlier? I always forget it.
LME.
The local music experience.
LME, local music experience. So those guys, they play our music.
Shout out to you, Ray.
You know, and I appreciate that. I really do. And through LME, Local Music Experience, on Instagram, I saw Pigs Radio and Lycan's Den posts and stuff. And so I've already known about Pigs Radio, you know. I just, like you said, I'm on the road. You know, you guys started.
He
you guys started
is a busy guy, dude.
You guys start at 10 o'clock on a Sunday, and Sunday's like my one day off. And I'm 54 years old, so I'm down.
Damn, dude, you're 54?
Oh, I'm 54.
You look good. I didn't think you were that age.
Yeah, Mario looks way older than you.
You're halfway to Jose's age right now.
Shut the fuck up.
So sometimes it's past my bedtime, but I try. If you put shows on, or if you need a guest talker,
you'll come back.
Oh yeah. Because I can talk.
Cheers to that.
I mean, I know you can't tell I can't talk because Zack won't shut up. Right. My Zack.
Well, I was just about to get to that because you said you guys started back in 2004. Now I'm assuming this is not the original lineup. Or?
Well, you know, Zack had a high chair on his throne at around 7, so you know it was hard. No, the original lineup was Tony Macias, who's now in Sue and the Cow Tippers, you know, and Andy Martinez.
Andy Demise.
You know, Andy Demise. May he rest in peace. Yeah, that was the original lineup. And then the first transition was Andrew got asked to play with Necromantics. He didn't want to quit the Rocketz. My son was playing drums. So my son, Anthony Drinkwater, and Andy got together and he trained him. And then so when Andrew went on tour with Necromantics, my son would go on tour with me at 17. He was that good. So, you know, and my kid's doing great stuff. He's got his own bands, Enemy Proof, you know, the Birth Defects, and now he's just replaced Dave Lombardo in film. So he's got some big things coming for him too.
Let me ask you about that.
Yeah. Really quick, just a throwback. We've had Enemy Proof here many years ago. I don't know.
I remember that.
I remember that
interview.
dude.
Yeah, it's all in the family. You get that whole Northeast LA Nella group of bands. You got LFC, Enemy Proof. The Rocketz are kind of Nella, except for now these guys. Well, yeah, we're back again. You know, there's a lot of good bands out. The whole Cafe Nella, Nella, Dave Travis, and all those bands over there. You know.
Yeah. Great spot.
Pedal Strike, man.
It was a great spot.
Oh, I was going to ask, did it survive? So it didn't survive.
No. Dave had to sell it, and he sold it to Permanent Records. So Permanent Records now does it, and you can go listen to vinyl, purchase vinyl, and drink, and then they just start having live music again.
Oh, right on.
It's pretty cool. They have like a little roadhouse right there. I bought like a couple of records. It's cool.
There you go. So I did want to ask Tony, because I just had a son. He's about to be 4 months old. Considering your son, I mean, Enemy Proof, I know him from Enemy Proof, and now getting picked up with film. As a father who does this, and he's now kind of following what you do.
So proud.
Really?
Yeah, it just I didn't force my kid to play music, you know, but his mom was coming to see my band Terror Train at the Whiskey and stuff when he was still in the womb, you know, and so, you know, even in the womb they're developing and you're hearing that music and stuff, you know, and he was, even when he couldn't walk and crawl, I would be playing the Cramps on a little cassette deck and he'd be like back and forth.
Rocking back and forth. Yeah, my daughter used to do that.
Yeah. So it was cool. So it was in him. And you know, when the Boilermakers were practicing in the living room and Byron would take a break and he was 5, he would get on the drum kit and play well enough that we could play with him.
Wow.
It was just a natural thing for him. So yeah, you know. And then he's self-taught and he does the work. He works his butt off. And then he went to school. He went to MI, you know, for percussion. So so they stripped him down and rebuilt him, and you know, he's just he's a good kid, you know. He's a songwriter.
No, go ahead.
And he's a great drummer. No, go ahead.
No, I was going to ask, because with all this, I mean, obviously you've been in music for so long. I mean, when did you get that bug, man? When did you say, you know what, that's something I want to do?
I was with my homies, Fox and Pony Boy, and we were at the Roxy in about 1983, 82. We were watching the Rockin' Rebels, the Jimmy and the Mustangs, and some other stuff at the Rocks, at a Rockabilly gig. Yeah. And we just, out of the blue, my friend Jose goes, "Let's start a band." I go, "What?" "Yeah, I'll play guitar." And so Pony goes, "I'll play drums." I go, "Well, I'll play upright bass."
Yeah, just like that.
Just like that. And then in high school, I was a passenger on a motorcycle, a Suzuki, and we were playing tag with a Nova, and we were going down Townsend from between Highland Park and Eagle Rock, and a little Toyota camper shell came out in front of us, and I was thrown over the camper shell, and I went to the ambulance. So with the insurance money, I joined the Navy in '84, and with the insurance money, I was going to buy a car, ended up buying a stand-up bass instead of a car.
Wow.
And took the bass with me on the battleship around the world and learned how to play it.
Wow. That's crazy.
You still have that one?
Hold on, I have a question. So you said it was 83, right? When you
82, 83, something like that.
So how was the scene back then?
Oh,
Like, because
so-
I know, because like during 83 at the Whiskey, it was all about punk rock, and it was all about like either punk rock or metal, especially in LA.
No, there was a huge music explosion from Los Angeles music in general.
Yeah.
Right.
78, 79, 80, 81, 82. And I was in the streets. I was in high school, but I was in the streets. My sister was 2 years younger than me, was in the streets with me. You know, and you back then, you had, Raji's. You had the Cathay de Grand. You had the Gaslight. You had the 321 Club. You had Radio City in Orange County. The rockabilly scene was predominantly white.
Yeah.
I was in one of the few clubs that was a Hispanic club. There was only 7 or 8 of us. We call ourselves the Phantoms. But there wasn't a lot of Hispanics back then. If you look at MV3 videos, MTV videos, it's Jimmy the Mustangs. It was very rockabilly. It was 80s. But you had some great bands. Russell Scott and the Red Hots. Dude, he was a teenager just killing it.
Yeah,
and you had the Paladins with 4 band members playing rockabilly, and they had pompadours.
Or I don't know, you remember like the Gravediggers?
Yeah, remember? Yeah, the Gravediggers. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the Gravediggers.
Jason, I think was
the first psychobilly band. And the West Coast, like the Quakes claim to be the first psychobilly in U.S., and I give them that. That's great.
Yeah.
I was in a band called the Saddle Sores.
Yeah, I remember.
Playing psychobilly in 88, 89. But even before us was Gator and the Bee Pickles.
Yeah.
The Bee Pickles were absolutely the first psychobilly band. I would say psychobilly. Now you have the Gravediggers.
Well, that's
but
what
the Gravediggers were raunchy. The Gravediggers to psychobilly were like the Cramps are to rockabilly.
Yes.
So they were raunchy.
To an extent, yeah.
They were more of a just a, I don't know how to describe it, but you could call them psychobilly too. But the Bee Pickles, Gator, was like Paul Fennick was like, this is psychobilly. We are
what we are.
We ordered records, mail order back then. ID Records, Rosh's Records, the Restless, the Sharks, all that. We had to order them. And my friend Jose, who started the band, still has crates of original first pressings.
Right.
So how did so I'm really interested because I was born in '87, so I don't even know what the fuck was going on back then. But growing up, I saw that back in the '80s, especially like in Hollywood, like the Whiskey and you said the Roxy and stuff like that. I saw that it was mainly like glam rock, metal.
I mean, that's your perception of it.
Yeah, that was that's what they portrayed.
So understand this.
But my thing was this: like, how did those scenes take to, rockabilly or psychobilly?
Check this out. When I was in high school, I had a pompadour this big.
One thing before you continue, the reason why I ask is because my favorite band growing up was Megadeth.
Thank you.
And early Megadeth has a lot of riffs that are kind of psychobilly-ish. Like if you listen to Rattlehead or Poison.
No. Guaps. No. What it is later psychobilly bands are taking Megadeth riffs.
Oh, okay.
What you think psychobilly is not psychobilly.
Okay.
The mutated and more modern version of psychobilly, that metal-billy stuff, Megadeth was way before them.
Okay.
Megadeth didn't copy. Megadeth didn't copy anybody. The psychobilly bands copied Megadeth.
Damon is such a good guitar. His favorite band was fucking AC/DC.
Yeah, it was.
And his favorite guitarist was Angus Young. So he took those riffs and just sped them up.
Yeah, because
and
there's for example,
them,
when you listen to Necromantics or Klingons and stuff like that, you hear these like pull-offs and hammer-ons. And I'm like,
well, that's just a style. A hammer-on isn't metal.
Yeah, it's not metal, but the way it was played, like if you listen to Rattlehead, to me, I'm like.
Yeah.
Like I'm a huge Megadeth fan.
Well, you're a fan of music. You're a fan of music, and like a lot of fans, I had this conversation with this guy on there's fans and there's musicians.
Right.
But as a fan, you have the right to believe whatever you want.
You perceive what you want to perceive.
Yeah, and it's your right to.
Yeah.
And but I guarantee you, I know Kim Necromantic really well. He's not copying anybody. If it sounds similar, fine. But those guys. Necromantics have their own unique sound. Meteors had their sound, and Batmobile had their sound, and that was the cool thing. And from the '80s, or if you came from the '80s, or if you were a youth in the '80s. So to answer your earlier question, though, I would absolutely put my pomp up, but I would put my creepers in a bag. I put my jean jacket in a bag. I put my Pumas on and I'd go and I'd break dance in Hollywood Boulevard. Then I would put my creepers on and put my jean jacket on and go down to the all ages venue and see a rockabilly band. Because when you talk about 80s, most people say 80s, they think of, oh, Stomp the World and Melt With You, that's cool. Flashbacks, all that. 80s dance. Shit. But when you think of the 80s, it was a potpourri. And it was a beautiful time of music. Because in the 80s, the early 80s, like 79, 80, 81, 82, if you even slightly sounded like something else, you immediately trying to change it. Nobody wanted to sound alike. You go from the 80s, you got Motley Crue, the early demo. You got
Motley Crue,
Ray, you got Rat, you got Poison. I was there. Rat. You got SST Records. You got Descendants. You got Fear. You got Red Cross. You got all those cats. Then you've got, like I said, Ursa Child's band. You had Robert Williams and the Rustin' Strings. You had the Red Hots. You had Wall of Voodoo. You had Joe Jackson. You had the 80s. The 80s was so widespread. Who knew? 80s you had Run DMC. You had Egyptian Lover, early days Egyptian Lover. You had Ice-T, early days.
I love Egyptian Lover.
You had Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. So you had all of that.
It was pretty diverse. Yeah,
it was. 80s was so freaking diverse. It's not fair to let the dance 80s, the new wave 80s, be called 80s because it was all 80s. And I saw a version of Rat before they were polished. Most of those hair bands were dirty and raw before the record labels got them. It was the record labels that polished them up.
Well, that's what I heard. Because
it was the record labels that polished them up and made them pretty.
Absolutely, because that's what I heard. Because, like I said, I was a huge Megadeth fan, so I was a Violence fan. I was a DRI fan. Like I grew up with the whole. I was a huge thrash guy. Like back in my day. So I heard that a lot of the thrash guys went against like the whole LA thing. And
if you were thrash,
they went to Frisco.
Yes, if you were thrash, whatever, you just went against that. If you were right on the cusp, but you were desperate to get signed, you polish yourself up.
Yeah, polish yourself up. Me personally, when I was going to like shows back then, and I was like a 15-year-old, like 14, 15 or whatever. It's like I would go to the only all ages I knew of in Hollywood, which was the Anti-Club on Melrose. But that's where I saw like rockabilly bands. That's where I saw like Gravediggers and the Beat Pickles. Yep. That's where I saw fucking DRI play before. That's where I saw like a lot. Now, mind you, hair metal, they used to try to stay on Hollywood. But at the Anti-Club in Melrose, that shit had like a lot of fucking everything, all kinds of punk. I
remember.
Like a lot of SST.
You had the On Club,
like Red Cross.
You remember? Right, Zach? You remember?
Yeah, you had the On Club, which was on Sunset.
Zach remembers all the bands at Boomers.
You had bands like the Brat and the Gears. You had bands like that playing in the On Club, and the Vex, the original Vex, was badass at all ages. There was a lot of all ages stuff. The Starwood was the Whiskey. The 321 Club in Santa Monica was all ages. I remember once I went to the 321 Club and Levi Dexter was playing, and John Jorgensen. Oh no, it was Jeff Ross. Jeff Ross was there, and his hair was a mess, and I gave him a pompadour to make it look better and stuff. I remember all that stuff. I was just all over the place. Yeah.
So then all this evolved into you moving. I mean, this is your love for music, so this is who you were. So eventually, how did you decide? Well, outside of like you saw bands and you told friends, let's do this. But I mean, eventually you kind of developed into bands that were kind of known. Like Terror Train, I knew of. You know what I mean?
Right.
I want to say I saw Terror Train, but I can't because I mean it was so long ago. You know what I mean?
So Terror Train. A good thing about Terror Train is what we were trying to do that thing. We were at the end of Hollywood now, but everyone was trying to get signed. And we got taken to, there was this place called what's
Conquistador?
Yeah, it's right across from Guitar Center, a Mexican restaurant. I forget what it's called.
I know which one you're talking about, the one on Hollywood, on Sunset.
Yeah, on Sunset, next to Rock and Roll Denny's. Anyway, so we got taken, Hollywood Records, EMI Capital, there was one more big one, took us, they'd take you to that restaurant, El Compadre.
Oh yeah,
and that's where they would have the meeting. Like, can we sign you? What do we want to do with you? And I would tell them the same thing. I go, listen. They go, we don't really know what to do with you. And I go, look it. You have the Ramones. You have the Stray Cats. You have the Cramps. They all do their own thing, and they're successful, and they're not like everything else. We do our own thing with an upright bass, and it's what we do. It's kind of weird, It's
can't be pigeonholed.
It can't be pigeonholed, but everyone loves it, And we played like we if you heard of the Muffs, we booked the Muffs with us. They opened us the night that they got signed. You know, we booked Ugly Kid Joe the night they got signed. You know, we used to play this place called the Shamrock, which is now Cheetah Strip Club in Hollywood. But it used to be the Shamrock. But, you know, we've played with Rage Against the Machine. We've played with all kinds of bands. Right. We played with Korn at the Lingerie Club before they blew up. You know, we played with a lot of bands, but we never really got our opportunity, which is, you know, it's fine. Not everyone's going to get an opportunity. Right. You know, if I was only looking for the opportunity, I'd probably be in a corporate job by now. But I just can't stop playing music. You know,
fucking music.
Well, can I let me give my piece here. We're talking about fans' perspective. We talked about you know, Enemy Proof, Richard Rundown Creeps, and Popping Cherries.
Can you talk into your mic?
With all of those things,
thanks.
I can hear him.
Definitely popped my fucking cherry, bro. Like, cause I mean, everyone goes through a poser phase. After high school, I cut my long hair. Got the pompadour and everything, and
why is that to boomers with a polyester fucking bowling shirt?
Poser face.
Why is that a poser?
Because everyone does. Like for me, like the Misfits, like I had the shirt, I had the gloves before listening to a CD. I got into like all of their music, got all their discographies, and then became like a big Misfits fan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you kind of get into the style. You know, not all of us, because for me, I didn't have this shit. You know, like my dad was, you know, AC/DC, Led Zeppelin. My mom was like Aretha Franklin and all that shit. Well, I just wasn't over these
badass.
things. I had to find this stuff on my own.
If you ever were locked in a room, and all you had was any kind of tacos you wanted, and the complete discography of Led Zeppelin and AC/DC, you would not go insane.
Oh no, I know.
Okay.
But what I'm saying
Just
is like,
saying that.
I was
Why are you acting?
No. The thing is, I mean, people do this poser face. Like for me, I got into it because of the look, and I always wanted to look like, you know, like Pachuco and shit like that.
Did you want to go full into a scene? Like
yes,
it's like if you start listening to psychobilly, you're going to give yourself a quiff or what the fuck?
That definitely no. I mean, but it was something that I.
Irrelevant.
Let me tell the fucking story, all right?
Hurry up!
All right, I liked the look, but I didn't have any outlet to know, hey, who's this band? Where do I find these bands?
Well, you didn't know Bobby.
Oh no! But
he knows every word to every lyric to every band ever.
Yeah, but I knew the thing is I knew Richard. All right, so he had a show, and I thought it was Rundown Creeps. Turns out it was actually a straight shooter show.
Oh, there you go.
So from there, this was 2015. It was
Horacio.
Straight Shooter, the Rocketz, the Grims, and Coffin Cats.
Oh yeah.
That opened me up to everything. And after that,
it wasn't one of my shows, was it?
No, I don't know.
It should have
been.
Fuck that show. You booked us and the Coffin Cats on the Queen Mary.
Oh yeah.
That was awesome.
That was a great show.
That was awesome. That was badass.
I love that one.
Yeah, so that was the show that got me into rockabilly and psychobilly.
Nice.
You know what got me into psychobilly? Los Catalépticos.
Shit.
You guys know Los Catalépticos?
I'm not a fan. I am not a fan, but they're good. They're talented. I'm just not a fan.
You gotta hold on. Let me tell you why. Because I'm a huge thrash guy. So I love things fast-paced.
Sure.
So when I heard, because you know, because my friends were, like you said, back in like 2003, 2004. That's when I got introduced to rockabilly and psychobilly.
Right.
And everyone was coming up to me with fucking Madsen, Necromantics, et cetera, right?
And that wasn't doing it for you.
It wasn't doing it for. But then when Los Catalépticos was introduced to me, I was like, oh my god.
That's because that's more closer to the genre of music you like, and that's what I meant by
the Klingons. And I was like, oh my god, these guys just really started fucking talking to me. It was like, dun, 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 dun. Like it was just fast.
Do that again. Just making sure it wasn't an accident.
So when that got introduced to me, I was like, what the fuck? Where the fuck has this music been all my life?
All right.
Honestly, because, you know, like I said, growing up, I was really into thrash. So when I got introduced to psychobilly and rockabilly back in 2004, I was like, damn, like this is...
you guys we've all had our own experiences and our own introduction to rockabilly and psychobilly, right?
Right.
Yeah. Dude, Mr. Castro, when was your introduction to rockabilly?
When I saw Reverend Horton Heat in Ventura in 2016.
2016.
Yeah. But then after that, my real introduction as an adult to rockabilly was joining your band.
He's been in the Rocketz for like under 6 months, and he does not know rockabilly.
No.
He's a great drummer. He doesn't know psychobilly. I have to show him these songs. He doesn't know it at all. You guys have all got years of experience
over him.
And he's got this whole open book. He's also got me to teach him, but he's got
of course. He's got the master of it.
Open book. He's just starting his journey. He's playing in the Rocketz and he doesn't know rockabilly. When I tell him stuff, we did this thing at Big Shots on Saturday, and we gonna do the Guanabats version, the Guanabats version of Please Give Me Something, and I started. And then he goes, and me and Bobby go, okay. And so we went with it. We went with the fast version, and I sort of made up the words. And but he doesn't know the stuff. You would,
But how much better is it?
No, it's great. It's fantastic
Right?
because it goes back to my son. My son Anthony doesn't hate rockabilly. He doesn't hate that stuff. But my son. He's a songwriter, and he feels and he plays drums, and he just doesn't want to play the same drum beat over and over and over, which it works. It does work. I mean, there's some good rockabilly bands that play the same drum beat. I'm not knocking that. If it works, it works. Right. But my son's not like that. So a lot of the music that I write, I have a big, heavy rockabilly influence, but with my son writing the drum parts and also Andy Demise writing the drum parts with other stuff, it's not traditional rockabilly, which is why we've never really caught fire with traditional rockabillys, right?
Right.
But he fits perfectly. He comes right in, he replaces my son, and he has well, my son knows rockabilly. I mean, he could play it if you want him to. He doesn't know it, but they both end up at the same spot, and they play the same way, and I'm ecstatic about it. I'm ecstatic. So
because I mean, your son being that he wants to be creative with it, and you just being kind of oblivious to it. It's like it kind of like you're just gonna go with what you
because
feel.
He's a good drummer, so he's gonna when he feels
and
he plays something and it still sounds good.
Right.
And coming out of the genre, you're gonna have a different element as well.
What's what we're trying to do? We're not trying to be a rockabilly band or a punk band. We're just the Rocketz. We play music, and you're gonna hear, like I said, we're gonna hear some new stuff, some debut. Brand new stuff on streaming.
Hit the button, man.
Yes.
PigzRadio exclusive.
And to be honest, it's out of my wheelhouse too. I'm a little nervous. I mean, you might see I might make a couple of mistakes live, but I don't care. Those are good songs, and they're different. And we've got plenty of our old stuff, like the I Want a Mohawk. We've got, we didn't write that, but but we've got plenty of our stuff to fill out the set. But the newer stuff is just some of the best songwriting that I feel that me and my kid have ever done. And they take you other places.
Right.
So, question for you. So you said because you've been playing for a long time, but how? And he said that he started in 2016.
Well, no. He said his first introduction to rockabilly was a Reverend Horton Heat gig in 2016.
And it was actually earlier.
Okay.
It was
Come on, Guaps.
It was more like 2013 or 14.
You got those tacos had so much chili in them, huh?
Sorry about it.
Yeah. So I was a little younger. So how did this
sweating out his booty cheeks right now?
How did this latest formation?
So the reason I have so many band members and all the former band members, T-Mac, I'm drawing a blank because I'm drinking, but whatever.
T-Mac,
all the Sharky. Once a Rocket, always a Rocket. Every single one has helped me step up. But I am a road dog. I can go 12 weeks sleeping in a van and not get homesick. And because I tour so much, a lot of the band members just couldn't take it. They're not built for it. They're not wired for it. 3 weeks in, 4 weeks in, they're homesick. And it's like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. Plus, I'm a dick. On the road, I'm a dick. Everyone likes me, but actually, I'm a dick. No one likes me in the band. So, whatever. But anyway,
I was a roadie for him for a couple years.
But you got to be wired a certain way to not see your family. You got to be wired.
Hold on. Is he a dick for real? How bad is he on the road?
He has his moments.
Yeah.
He has his moments, but it's liable.
But I mean, in a sense, this is why I guess you kind of get along with let's say Coffin Cats, because those guys are constantly, when they can,
Goddamn
they're
Gallows.
on the fucking
Goddamn
Gallows also constantly on the fucking road.
Hot Rod Walt, those guys. But I have a brotherhood with the bands that live on the road, and just showers and hotels are optional. It's just whatever you can do.
Get in where you fit in, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter if we're not sleeping in our own bed. We just want to play our music, and we want to play our music. And if we can pay our bills and our rent while doing that, all the better. Bobby, he was in Straight Shooter. I took Straight Shooter on a complete U.S. World Tour, and that was cool. And then he's done a run with me, a short run with me. So I knew he can do it, and I know he likes the road. Right. And I pay him more than his day job. I mean, I do. I pay you more than your old day job, right? Yeah. So we're blessed. We're good. But we can't do it without our network of friends, familia flans, and places like Pig Radio.
That's right. Fucking Pigs Radio. Hit the button. Exclusive.
Yeah. So
Rocketz on PigzRadio.
We're totally DIY.
You missed his cue, bro.
Right, dude. I was so involved in the conversation. Like, oh shit, that's right. We're part of a show. Press the button.
I was trying to buy Morrissey tickets again.
I already have them.
Oh, did you? Are you still waiting in queue?
They kicked me out already.
No, we just got our tickets. Me and my girlfriend, we just got our tickets for Horror Pops X. And one other band at the
the Blasters.
The Blasters at the Greek Theater, yeah.
Oh, I saw that.
And so she goes, should I return the Horror Pops tickets for San Diego? No, it's the freaking Horror Pops. No, so I'm a fanboy.
Oh no,
I love the Horror Pops. I love the Horror Pops, man. I mean, they're just.
I saw them once at Alex's bar, and not a fan.
I just saw them for the first time at the Wilton.
I am.
Let me ask you, it's a Horror Pops thing. There was some issues when there was two guitars versus just Kim. Did you see the difference between when there was
with Jeff and Kim?
That's when Jeff was in it.
With Jeff and Kim?
Yeah. So here's
Jeff was in the band.
Here's
Jeff from Tiger Army. Well, who was also from Tiger Army?
Yeah. Right. I'm not trying.
And AFI.
And what's the other one that he had with Eric Razzo from the Henchmen? The one that they were in.
Oh, Viva Hate.
Yeah, Viva Hate. Yeah. I booked them as Viva Hate.
Yeah. So for me, okay.
Well, as a super fan,
I'm gonna get to your answer, but I'm gonna take a side road.
Right.
I am a huge Marvel and Godzilla fan. Okay. And so I don't go to a Marvel movie or a Godzilla movie to fucking start critiquing the cinematography or the acting ability.
Right.
I want to get lost. I don't want to think about anything else. I just want to enjoy my Black Panther or Captain America or my Godzilla. Yeah. I'm not looking at the freaking acting. It's a freaking superhero movie.
Right.
You're not going to win an Academy Award.
Okay.
So when I went to go see any band that I love, I'm not there to start critiquing. I just want to get lost in it. Horror Pops, 2 guitar players, 1 guitar player. Freaking Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters and Rise Against are kind of tied for one of my all-time favorite, across the board bands.
Mario got excited.
Dave Grohl is amazing. Dave Grohl is badass. His heart is in the right place. What he preaches is the right place.
Yes.
And then Rise Against, the way they write their songs and do their thing, I just love that. But I also have my moments where it might be Rancid. I'm a big Rancid fan.
Day to day.
Sometimes Rancid just gets me pumped, So I can be a fanboy, and when I'm at and you have to be pretty drunk and pretty stupid for me to get out of that and say, God, you guys are terrible. What are you doing right now? So so I didn't notice anything with the Horror Pops and 2 guitar players because I just enjoyed the freaking songs.
Right. Well, because I also asked with Slayer, there's how was it? All 4 of them, then minus Jeff Hanneman, then minus Dave Lombardo.
I'm not trying to look at that. I'm not trying to look at that. I just want to enjoy the songs by the band. That's what I'm trying to do. So to your point, there is a band. There's a band that I would never pay to go see again ever.
Swine?
No. I would never. And I'm not trying to talk shit, and I'm just being as polite as I can, but I would never pay to see the Frantic Flintstones because there were the last 2 times that I paid to go see them, they were fucked up, and it was unentertaining because they were too drunk to play.
Brando just logged off.
No, but I mean, you're absolutely right.
Where was it?
It
wasn't at Cyclone, was it?
The one time that I saw them, they were just dropping drunk and not playing good was the Mayan Theater or something.
Oh, from Rich.
And then Rich, I guess Rich ditched them, didn't pay them. So then they had all these special gigs to help raise money. I wasn't going to even chip in a cent. I'm sorry. I don't feel bad that they got ditched, and I wish they would have caught up with Rich and got their money. But I was not going to subject myself to another drunken.
For sure. Brando's still.
If you're
shout outs, look, don't go nowhere.
If you can't drink and you gotta. People pay to see you.
You can find your level.
People pay to see you. Now, if you're that band where the fans are drunker than you are, and then God bless you. But I wasn't drunk, and I have the record. I have the records, and I wanted to hear Frantic Flintstones like
just perform.
And it was I don't know what the hell that was.
I mean, I had an experience similar to that with just one band, and it was this band called what was it?
Good job.
Well, I know I saw. I was gonna say. I know I saw the Cramps where Lux was fucked up, but that kind of fits.
See, that's what I'm just saying. If that's what you are, that's fine.
That's kind of what people know you as. Yeah.
Here's the secret.
Or Jane's Addiction.
Here's the secret. Here's the secret. You could have a front man that's totally wasted.
Right.
You know, if your drummer and your bass player are locked in and your band is playing, and one of you. It gets so freaking, and that's part of the show. That's cool. I love.
But when it's the whole band.
But when the drummer is not listening to the bass player and everyone's kind of just more worried about their next sip of drink, playing the right chord, and everyone just fucked around, and they start talking to each other on the stage like, "What are you doing? Oh, okay, we got it. We got it." You know, it's like. Yeah, it's like, no.
Yeah.
Stop that.
Right. Mario.
I'm 1,000% on all of that because, I mean, to go spend your hard-earned money, regardless fanboy or not, you're paying your money to go see, entertain, and, I mean, it's kind of hard. I get what you're saying because same thing with the Marvel movies. I'm a super fan. We're about to be best friends after this show. I could also be a dick to
Tony, you're sitting in for the next week's show.
I could also be a dick to most of these people, but especially when they do stupid shit, so I can kind of understand that. But to kind of not critique is also kind of like hard. Like once again, in that same aspect for a show,
sure,
yeah,
especially with sound because that's what we do.
Yes.
If I go pay for a band to go listen to someone, guess what I want to fucking do? Listen to the band. And it sucks when there's a sound guy that's not doing their job and I can't hear vocals from the front.
What
I'm like,
trying to say, fool?
That you suck. But I get it. Like all you want to do is get lost in that fucking moment.
Yeah.
Nothing else fucking matters except for you and that one fucking song that is happening. Or you're having a great time, you're drunk, and you're just jamming out or whatever.
Yeah.
But then something to take away from that, something to stop that, or to just make you like, wait a minute. I'm at a show and you're doing bad. Like that's fucking.
Yeah. So, to your point though, and his point, you're slightly different. So, but he's backing up what I'm saying is like it has to be pretty bad
because we're friends
to distract me enough to get me out of my moment.
Right.
Because live shows are never perfect.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay to be a little. It's okay. I'm not saying it's okay to be a little drunk. It's okay to have some fun. If I've had shows where I've been drunk and I've been messing up, and I'll say, "Hey guys, I'm drunk. I apologize. Right. I know we're terrible."
My bad.
I go. So any requests, and I listen to these guys are killing it, and I'm screwing up. If you make that intimate connection with your fans, then it kind of makes it okay, But like all I'm saying is like I've some of the bands that I go see, they're on point, and if they're making mistakes or it's.
But
not,
that's the beauty in it, seeing a band live though is those little imperfections that you kind of catch. Versus like if they were to play exactly to a record, that's awesome too.
Milli Vanilli.
But there's because that goes without saying, right? But there's these little flaws that you kind of catch, but it's so cool.
I love it. It makes you human.
Yeah,
I was like, oh look, Kim Neckerman does poop. All right.
I don't know about that one.
But a lot of these bands, like I'm new to. I'm younger, so I missed a lot of the scene.
It's good to see them like, oh, what was that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, our bad, and then keep going.
Yeah, because it humanizes them to you.
Does.
That's the beauty of it.
I'm not saying you have to be perfect.
Like
absolutely
the perfect
not.
idol. All of a sudden you see, oh, they're like me. They're like me.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick break, guys. Yeah, we actually ran over our break time, but it's all good because the conversation is so fucking amazing. We're learning so many.
I told you I talk a lot.
Dude, we're going to have to
Sorry, Zach.
We're going to have to have you come back. Wait, which Zach? Your Zach or our Zach?
Well, actually, that's what I want to do.
Zach.
I want to take a break, and we'll get back, and we'll touch with the other two band members of the band real quick, and then we'll jump into performances.
Can I fart now? Can I fart?
Yes, you can fart now.
Oh, by all means. Put the microphone down there so like that we all know that you have to verify.
Let's hey, you know what? Tell us a little bit about that song that we opened up, and we'll replay it one more time.
Before the Night.
Before the Night. Yeah, the Before the Night I didn't write. Before the Night I had a bass player named Dave Guzman who was in a band called the Death Valley Drifters, and they had that song, and then he played bass for the Rocketz, and I go, hey man, we should play one of your songs because you're playing bass for me, and I'm taking you across the country. He's actually the one that couldn't take the long tour.
The traveling.
Yeah, he was an amazing musician. I love him to death, and I always love him to death. And so we got the Before the Night, and we worked it out, and he started singing it. When he decided to leave the band, I go, listen, let me keep Before the Night because you and Todd, who's the other musician who's out there, aren't doing anything. Your record is sitting on a shelf collecting dust, and you guys aren't pursuing music, and you're not pursuing that. So I'm going to keep that and one other song that I've yet to actually put out, but I'm going to keep it, and I'll make sure I'll do all legally. I mean, on our record it says written by Dave Guzman, but
you'll still credit them.
It's
for
still, if it makes any money, he gets it. I don't get a cent of it.
Right.
But I play it, and it's kind of like a Rocketz original, even though I didn't write it. Because he
was in the band at the time.
He was in the band at the time. But back in the 50s, how many they all used to do each other's songs. They also used to cover each other's songs to see which one would make the hit.
So we had 12-Step Rebels in here like a couple years ago, right?
So much for the break.
No. I'll make it quick. But they had.
You never do.
I'm in no hurry.
They had 2 songs written by the bass player that's no longer in the band. But they basically said they weren't going to perform, and then eventually I guess they got a permission from the bass player, and then it became where now it's gone back into part of their set.
Just so you know, I do a lot of covers. You guys, I have put them out on my records. Pretty Fucked Up by Super Suckers.
Right.
I Want a Mohawk by AFI.
Brandon's probably going to want to hear that.
You do not have to ask permission. You do not. They can tell you not to do it, and you say, you know what? Shut the fuck up and collect your check. As long as I pay the royalties, they can't stop you from performing.
Yeah, because that's what
they're
through
it's not
ASCAP
permission.
Yeah.
It's just as long as you go through Harry Fox Agency or LimeWire and you pay the royalty to record and sell that.
Yeah.
They can't stop you. That's the law. That's music. So the only one I've ever asked permission was AFI. Jeff from AFI, because I couldn't find out any of their information. So I go, hey bro, I want to cover AFI and put it on my record. I go, how am I supposed to do this? Because you don't have it listed anywhere. He goes, just put our names and I said, okay, cool. And I sent him a copy and he liked it. So
holy shit, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, Jeff wrote most of that
Mario for sure
record.
loves you now, especially now that you guys are connected to AFI.
So what music video are we hitting?
How about, since we already saw that one, tell us a little bit about East LA.
Oh, so the video or the song?
Well, a little bit of both.
Okay, so the song I wrote, and it just like there's another new song we're gonna debut tonight. I keep saying that, but it just came together, and because I listened to a lot of different music, I wouldn't just be a rockabilly or a psychobilly band at the time, so I came up with this song. And it's the song. So for those of you who don't know the story, if you listen to the words, the singer of the song is waiting for somebody who's never coming back. And the singer doesn't know that they're never coming back, but the singer doesn't even care. It's like
they're just going to wait.
They're going to wait. Right. They are going to wait no matter what, because that's unconditional love, at least coming from one direction. Right. So the song of East LA is about a singer singing about someone who is just not gonna come back.
Right.
So any personal connection?
No, because they always come back to me.
No.
That song called "Come Back to Me."
So we did the KILLING video, and then we did the Label on the Bottle video, and both of those were high dollar videos.
The production.
Production. Then the producer Angie Mantis from Mantis Flicks, and the director Xander said, "Hey, I have an idea for East LA. We've been listening to the song. We could do it for $500." I said, "Let's do it."
Save me some money.
One camera, and just almost one take. And there's a scene in the tunnel where we're driving down the tunnel, and you see. It's perfect. We're driving down the tunnel towards like the Redwood Bar, and then an ambulance came. All of that was it was just perfect timing.
It just so happened. Serendipity.
Get the ambulance, get the ambulance. Then we go through East Los LA, and we get El Chapo and all those different things, and it was just basically 2 runs, mixed it, and then we got one girl to come in, and we did Spikes. That's
what I was going to mention, because I see Brando's tassels, and of course Brando's probably like blowing the fuck up right now, saying that's my shit.
Yeah, this is Spikes.
That's Spikes. So, but the previous one was done at the Juke Joint. The first video we
saw.
No. It wasn't at the Juke Joint.
So the Label in the Bottom, Label in the Bottom video was filmed at the Old Town Pub, Pasadena.
Oh, Pasadena. Okay,
and the first video that we opened up,
familiar for some reason.
And the first video was
Soundbite
Studios on Riverside Drive near Fletcher.
It's not there anymore.
It's not there anymore. Right. But that's where we did that one.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. So this one's Spikes. This is East Los. This is East LA.
All right, Brando.
There we go.
Start crying.
Rocketz.
Go open up your Bud Light, fool. I'm going to open up a Bud Light in honor of you.
Episode 397 here on Pigs Radio. We'll be right back.
I told you I talk a lot.
No. This is perfect, man. I mean, it's like...
Hold on. As soon as I can get this thing to fucking play.
No. I figure they'll tell me to shut up. Otherwise, let's have an entertaining show.
Yeah, like I kept telling him, maybe we should break. And he's like, no, let me go. No. I mean, we might give people a chance. Are we going to interview or straight to music? I think we're going to come back for second interview for a short period. The next one should be a little bit shorter, like maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes at the most, and then we'll get you guys on stage. Okay. And how much time are you going to give us to play music? 30 minutes? 20 minutes? I mean, we normally do like 15 to 20 minutes, but I mean, that's good. Mario.
Wait, hold on, dude.
We typically do anywhere from...
Been a long time since I seen
let me tell you about my best friend. He's a warm-hearted person who loved me till the end.
You're listening to Pigs Radio, broadcasting live from a secret location in Compton, California. The talk show that makes psychiatrists see other psychiatrists, other psychiatrists, other psychiatrists, other psychiatrists.
People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a warm-hearted person who loved me till the end.
Let's get ready to get on a sick one, homies. This is your homie El Guaps inviting you to join me and the Cochinitos over at Pigs Radio every Tuesday at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. as we hang out with the local bands, artists, and everything in between. Once again, join me and the Pigs Universe Tuesdays at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Pigs Radio. Ow, oink, oink, motherfuckers.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you,
As much as I hate that, we should use that.
Oink, oink, motherfucker.
Oink, oink, motherfuckers.
By the way, you can tell this is a Ray thing. I don't know what's in the background. Do you hear the little...
Nah.
I heard that.
No,
What's
that
was Zack farting.
I was doing my laundry
No,
when I recorded that.
Pretend you're at a hard pop show. You're just not. You're
Oh, okay,
not
okay, okay.
listening
Pretend
to all
like
the
no, okay.
ambient shit.
But shout out to Ray and the Local Music Experience. By the way, they're going to be there live with us on the 29th at Boomers. They're going to be doing their Classy Chassis right before the fucking Pigs.
Boom. Where's the explosion?
Right there. Hold on. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Good Lord. Boom. Classy Chassis and Pigs crossover.
We got to get that shit before they fucking start shutting shit down. So remember, August 29th, come out. Come get fucked up on a budget. There's going to be DJ Milo.
That's right.
Mario 81 might be DJing. Don't know yet.
Oh, no. What?
Wait, hold on. Milo is actually using his name?
Yeah.
81 DJ.
Well, I didn't ask him what name. I just put his name on the fucking flyer as fucking Milo.
Because remember how he would DJ under a secret name?
Well, that was when he was producing music, not as a DJ.
Yeah, it's a different situation.
No, because you remember there was a story of like no one coming to see him, and then all of a sudden like Ray's at one of his shows.
Ray pulls up to one of his shows. Because,
Yeah,
but didn't know that he was going to be there.
But he wouldn't come to the shows that he would tell him that he was going to be DJing.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why.
Fuck you, Ray.
Trifling.
It's a weird family dynamic, but nonetheless, the Local Music Experience family is going to be up in that bitch. Classy Chassis is going to be going on right before fucking Pigs. And then right after, to cap off your night, we have Pigs live that Sunday, La Rucas with Scarlet Siren, DJ Milo,
That's right.
Boomers. It's going to be one fucking night that you can't mix. And
Hell
plus,
yeah.
it's fucking free. Wow, you're going to be there, right?
If somebody doesn't charge me fucking $5 at the door,
He charged you 10.
It was 10.
Honey, how much was it?
It was 10.
That's right, 10. Can you
And
keep
I
that
wasn't
shit
at
in
the door, so I don't know who charged you.
I did.
I did. Pay up. Fuck you, pay me at my own show.
I can't even.
You pay me.
Listen, I gotta pay the performers, right? It's like I can't let
Dude,
everybody in for free.
Let me tell you guys something. I show up to an event. Our event. We're Pigs Radio family, right?
Yeah.
And I show up and I walk in. I'm already.
Oh no, that was an Evil Presents event. That wasn't a Pigs Radio Presents.
Oh, is this San Pedro?
Yeah.
Well, he kind of
Supported by the rabbit hole.
Was this the San Pedro show?
No,
San Pedro? No.
This is a Long Beach event. So anyway,
This is Long Beach.
What's the difference?
That's neither here nor
Close
there.
enough.
The point is, I show up and I walk in, and as soon as I walk in, they don't even say hello. Hey, guapo, how you doing? What the fuck?
$10,
motherfucker.
The first thing they tell me, $10, motherfucker. I'm like, what? No, I'm gonna buy a beer. No, you're not buying a beer till you give me $10. I'm like, then I start laughing. That's right. But it's an awkward laugh. It's like, and then he's like, no, I'm being for real. $10.
Serio.
And I go, aw, you being serio? So then I gave him $10, and then I go up to Mario later. I'm like, dude, I just paid Jose $10.
He felt violated. Mind you, he felt violated because I asked him for $10 to help support the show that I'm putting on.
So then
that
Mario,
I got payback.
He was
Mario,
He
he's
was
like,
crying.
yeah, I was sad.
Yeah.
Mario's like, he didn't charge me $10. Yes, he did, Mario. He charged. There's no way he fucking charged $10. Mario, he charged me fucking $10.
So you talk. Look at you guys know this about me. I never ask for a guest list. I never do. If I'm out I pay the cover. I don't even try. Now, there's been a couple times when some bands would refuse, like, no, he's on our list. No, let me support. No. And okay, I appreciate that. Thank you, But I never, ever, not only do I never ask for a guest list, but here's where the dick comes to me. I don't use guest lists. I don't. My friends, if you like me, come pay to see the band.
Yeah.
If you're a friend, you would go and pay.
Yeah.
Well, I paid.
Support the business.
Yeah.
I paid.
If you're an industry individual, if you're like a guitar company or someone that wants to, Red Bull that wants to come down and check us out for a potential opportunity, I'm going to put you on the guest list.
Because they're potentially going to give you money
or
at a later
an
date.
Opportunity or something. Or
He's not a band, though. Yeah. He's not one that I want to support.
What the fuck? How you not want to support me, you fucking asshole?
He's a guy that I just went because I was just like, fuck, I got nothing better to do.
I hate guest
lists.
Like
that? All right, fool. I already know
at
for my next
least he
fucking...
showed up, bro.
I hate guest lists.
Honey, so you hear this shit? Raise some
way,
hell, too. Raise some hell, too.
By the way, now you got Grandpa all riled up. Now he's all fucking hurt. Now he's not going to want you to come to his fucking show. You know how he gets.
He's going to come. But he's got to bring them.
Evil Noriega's super sensitive.
Sorry.
You can't fucking fuck with him.
Yeah, man.
But then again, he was about to cry that night. Like, you charged me $10. Then, why'd you fucking pay, stupid? Like, you should have just walked in.
The be-all end-all is like 2 weeks later. I gave him his $10 back and shit when I finally got back from fucking Lake Arrowhead.
You didn't tell us that part?
No, he gave it back to me, yeah.
But you didn't tell us that part.
He hadn't got to that part of the story yet.
But he wasn't going to get back to that part
it sounded
of the
like
story.
it was done to me.
No,
I knew there was something missing.
No, I was going to get it back one way or another.
Oh.
Now,
what's up, baby?
With that being said, talking about these road stories, I have a couple quick questions, I guess, for the overall band. But I mean, now that we have some newer faces, 6 months with the band, have you guys been touring within the last 6 months?
I don't know about 6 months. That's not.
No, there was a pandemic and a shutdown.
No, right, but I mean, you got bands still doing shit at least within the last 2 months.
Some people have been doing some
I said within the last 6 months, guys.
So better yet, to rephrase the question, have you guys been, did you guys say, fuck the pandemic, we're going to keep playing?
No. Who's going to pay? How can you do that? What are you going to play?
There's people doing like underground.
The venues have to say, fuck the pandemic. No,
yeah, for sure.
No, you know what, dude? I'm only going to do this really quick because I'm fucking sick of the whole COVID pandemic thing. But, I live with my mom's. I'm taking care of her. She's diabetic and on dialysis. So, I'm not going to get her sick. I don't want to be sick. And yet, so we all vaccinated, and I still got her sick. I still got COVID.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm not going to risk my mom's life. I don't care what anybody else does. I'm no judge, But I got to take care of myself. So I'm personally not going to book the Rocketz until it's safe and fair to do so and legal. Now, having said that, as soon as it was quote unquote legal to play, I was playing because my soul sucked without playing live music.
Yeah,
right.
Okay? So as soon as I was okay, now there's other people judging the people that were out there, but you know what? If they say it's okay, I'm fucking playing. And you can stay at home and safe and judge other people, that's fine. But if it's okay to play, I'm playing. So we just came off a road trip.
Right. Yeah, we just did a little run.
I did my first tour
Where
with
at?
these guys.
Where'd you guys go?
Pacific Northwest. We were up in Oregon. My first time in Portland, Oregon was with these guys playing a show. Before that, we were in Pacifica. Yeah, NorCal. Then we were in Washington, back in Oregon.
Chehalis.
Yeah, down
So
Chehalis.
Flood Valley Brewing.
Jollies.
Flood Valley Brewing.
I think Jollies sounds cooler. Flood Valley Brewing, best fucking bar food you can get ever. Absolutely.
So you guys did Winters then, right?
We did Winters.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pacifica, yeah.
We had great sound. And why did we have good sound?
Because I brought my own PA.
Yeah, the only time we had a good sound system the whole fucking tour.
Unfortunately, it sometimes happens that way. When you go to places that are not necessarily known, you know what I mean? You're kind of gambling as far as a venue, and then the hope is that it sounds good.
We headlined the Hot Rodorama in Pendleton, Oregon, and they had a complete QSC system.
And a stage.
And their freaking monitors just blew. And at one point, the sound engineer, she walked away, and she's controlling everything with a pad and stuff. And as soon as she got too far away, it cut out completely. She's like, hello.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going back to Pacifica. I mean, the guy, we rolled up, we were loading out. The guy's like, hey, yeah, there's a PA and everything. I'm like, okay. I'm not the PA guy, like for sure. But I look over and the thing is in fucking pieces.
Yeah, there's speaker
like
gears.
nothing was plugged in.
Right.
Anytime there's a PA that's not plugged in. Yeah, it's like
I said, you know what? Really I brought my own. It'd be easier for me to set up my own PA monitors than to figure yours out.
Yeah. That's what I was about to ask you. Do you find yourself setting up on your own usually, or you guys have someone setting up for you?
Not usually, but I definitely own a PA so that we can play anywhere, anytime.
Do you take it with you when you don't take it with you when you go on tour?
I take it with me on
just
tour.
in case.
Yeah, because I've been on the road and shown up, and they go, "You mean you don't have your own?" And I've played through karaoke machines. I've sang through karaoke machines because they didn't have a PA.
Did you the megaphone or not?
But now I learned to ask all the questions.
Oh, of course.
Having lived through that, I go, okay, so you have a PA and a sound guy, right? You know, and I always people, you'd be surprised how many bands probably forget to ask that because they just assume.
You get to assume.
And the venue assumes because they book bands that bring their own PA all the time, right?
Right.
So everyone's assuming something, and so you learn.
It's just better
with
to
the
know
experience. You just ask all the pertinent questions. Yeah.
I've had that happen. We played up in San Francisco, and the manager that was supposed to be there that day called out sick.
Sure.
So no one knew to set it up. No one knew where the key was to get it. And so we were an hour after our set time. We had to wait for the owner to come in. Not only that, he went to Guitar Center because he lost a lot of the equipment. So we had to wait for him to show up, go to Guitar Center, and then set it up.
Wow.
Wow.
You know what? I'm going to send you in my contracts. I even asked for the fucking Wi-Fi password. So at that point, it's like they have to answer it to everything. And then that's one of the least important things. But I'll send you one of those.
It seems like the attitude's like, oh, y'all don't got a PA?
Yeah.
Be a lot cooler if you did. You know, like fucking. You know what I mean? It's like,
damn.
It's like
all right. So what has been like one of your worst shows where you show up and you're like, fuck this, I'm not playing this bullshit, but you ended up pulling through?
Oh, I've never. No, we like to play so much. We've never felt like we're not playing.
It's never been like we never.
No. Okay, let me see. Not so much that you're not playing, but you kind of look at, whatever they set you up.
The situation.
The Rocketz played a backyard party in East LA once, where Bobby had to hold my microphone for me because we didn't have a mic stand. And he wasn't in the band yet. He was still just hanging out.
I helped do backup vocals, and then they left.
And then there was a shit.
And 20 minutes later,
there was a shootout.
There was a drive-by right in front of the house.
East Los, what's up?
Fucking corrupted youth, natural.
So
fucking putting that shit together.
Have you guys ever seen that documentary on Netflix, the South Central punk rock scene?
Los Punks?
Yeah, I don't really watch documentaries.
Okay, so here's the thing about Los Punks.
Here we go.
Look at. Look at a lot of punk bands that came out of it, they didn't even want to do it because they knew what was going on. This girl came into the scene thinking that she was going to get something real and profit off of it.
And she did it.
And she got the total wrong fucking story.
Yes, she did.
She got the total wrong fucking story of what the fucking punk scene is in LA. I was there. I was in the scene. I seen all these fucking bands. I was there when Kill 77, Reckless, The Runts.
Aborto Social.
Reckless, Los Angeles.
These guys were fucking rocking through fucking backyard gigs in fucking East Los, South Central, all the way to up here in Compton. Like I was even part of that. I was part of a band called like Catalytic Fear, and we would do like 3 gigs in one night. Oh my god, he to open my shirt.
Oh,
definite shout out to my good friend Fernando, because he was the guitarist of Catalytic Fear, and
how good of a friend is he?
And he did like all the driving. He even did funny another story that he drove LFC to Yuma to play Intense Fest just to hang out with us.
Oh yeah,
to hang out. That's
DIY right there.
I'm just like, damn. But I was a part of that scene. We were in there.
So was I.
But what Los Punks is trying to capture was not what the LA punk scene is.
No. What
they got these little kids that think they got it hard, and no, it's not.
No, they got a story of someone who monopolized the backyard scene and capitalized on it. Someone who didn't pay the bands and would take off and not care about the scene.
Right.
Yeah, it's like it's just a bunch of these young little punks who thought they knew what it was.
Right.
But then you have guys like me who grew up in that scene, and we're just like, what is this?
So
I totally feel you, because I did grow up, because I was part of a band called La Banda Ya Basta, and we were part of that scene too. But
can you say that slower?
La Banda Ya Basta.
That sounds sexy.
Did you get that? Did you get that?
Yeah.
One?
It means no more, basically.
But how did you fall into this band?
Okay, so I went to high school with his son, Anthony Drinkwater, and we had a class together, and I already knew about the Rocketz, and I just so happens to find a CD with one of my other teachers that Anthony had too. He just so happy to give the CD to him. I'm just like, what the fuck? And then Anthony finally told me, like, yeah, that's my dad. I'm like, what the fuck? Holy shit, like, we're just in the same class.
What
like,
the fuck?
Just tripping out. I'm just tripping out.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Because the Rocketz, like, in that time of era, was like the top haunch of psychobilly bands of Nella.
Not anymore.
You had the Rocketz. Of like Northeast LA.
Northeast LA, Highland Park,
Northeast
Elon,
LA.
Lincoln Heights.
You had the
Tacos Michoacan.
You had bands like the Rocketz, Bad Luck Bandits,
Northeast LA.
fucking Gambler's Mark, fucking all these bands, and Tony will put on shows at this little music shop in Eagle Rock called Dr. Music, which is not there anymore, but they had a stage, and Tony was like, can I throw shows here? And so he had a bunch of these psychobilly punk kids just coming to these shows, and
I remember Bobby was like 16 and he was the tallest guy in the pit, but there's this kid in the pit just like, oh, cool.
Right, there goes Bobby. There goes Bobby. There goes Bobby.
And it wasn't just psychobilly. I mean, we had all those Northeast LA punk bands and stuff.
Yeah, like I was in there, and I was one of those little punk kids that will pass out flyers like for bands and for gigs, for backyard gigs. Yeah, I helped promote. I'll go to in front of like high schools. I even got arrested in front of Franklin High School.
Go Panthers! Go Panthers!
Yeah, for passing out flyers. They told me to move away. I was like, okay, I'm gonna move away. You got this cop coming up behind me already. I'm like, oh, I'm already gonna get arrested.
Okay, so did you try out for the band, or I mean,
no,
it was kind of just like.
So I taught Bobby how to play upright bass.
Like, I already had an idea how to play upright bass, but
no,
he
didn't. No, he didn't.
I did. I had a little feeling. Damn.
He could go dung dung dung, but he had no sense of notes.
Did you give him the finesse?
Oh my God,
the talent,
but he's
the texture.
But he's a great electric bass player, and he caught on quickly. And so he would come over and we would jam, and I would write new stuff. Hey, Bobby, play this, and he would jam and just help me kind of develop some stuff. And then that's how I met Bobby.
He took me on tour for my very first tour as a roadie. I roadied for the Rocketz for a couple of years, and that's how I got the Straight Shooter gig, because I remember because I was employed by LAUSD.
What band is that? LAUSD? What band is that? Are they
no. What's that after school program? LA's Best. There you go. And these guys, I was in Portland, Oregon with these guys, and they gave me a call like, oh, you got to be in work. You're obligated to be at work. And I'm like, well, fuck you guys. I'm in Portland. Next thing you know, Horacio hits me up to play bass for Straight Shooter. And then that led up to me playing guitar for his other band called The Low Class, which is a great Long Beach band. Yeah.
South Bay. What's up?
South Bay. But me and Tony, I know Tony for 15 years. He's known me since I was 15. I'm about to turn 30.
No,
and I never touched him inappropriately.
Good job, Tony. Good job.
Yet.
Good to hear.
Because that's what I was about to get into. Were you kind of just on the side and you were like, well, fuck it, we need to.
Well, so during the pandemic, I know I needed a bass player. I know I was going to go on tour. And so I was writing new material. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to hit up Bobby, because I think Bobby, his band LFC, they're fantastic, but they weren't really playing now. And he lives close to me. I go, why am I stressing this out? I'm going to, and honestly, I'll be honest. The only reason that Bobby wasn't in the Rocketz sooner is because I've always felt that his vocals were pitchy and I need backing vocals. But he's been doing well, and it's been great. And he's a great bass player.
Sounded great in sound check.
He's a great bass player. He's a road dog. He doesn't get homesick. I already know what I'm getting into. So that was cool. And then I just needed a drummer. So I put out a Craigslist ad with a Rocket emblem and said something to the effect of like, we need a drummer. You are going to be the backbone of the band. You know, you must be able to sing. You know, I go, let me take your whatever. I don't remember what it said. You know, so you know, I put that Craigslist out, and then this happened.
Well, so is that how Zack?
That's how Zack.
So shout out to my dad, Henry Castro, the third, I don't know. But he was advocating for me to play drums because of the pandemic, I really wasn't doing too much beside working and going to school, online school at that. So he saw the Craigslist ad because he's constantly on Craigslist because he's also plays. He's been playing. He's about as old as this dude. He's a little bit older, so he's always been playing. Grew up in a very similar era.
Old dudes rule.
You know, doing like the rock and roll thing, like sort of not necessarily Motley Crue, more like Cheap Trick. Was like, a band that he actually
fucking fantastic.
He roadied for a supporting act that went out with them. So, he's been doing musicals all life. He's actually practicing with his band right now to play Northridge Farmers Market. So
nice.
He sent me the email. I auditioned 4 times.
Well, your dad told you. Your dad told you. You need to answer this ad.
Yeah. So my dad urged me to answer the ad.
Get the fucking story right so they know what's going on.
So my dad sent me the email. I answered the ad.
You sent me an email.
Mm-hmm.
A really badass email. It was. My name is Zack Castro. I saw the ad, and if it's still available, I really am interested in trying out for the band. I will put in the work. Da 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 da. I mean, it was an email that said, this guy needs an audition.
No.
So we set up the audition. And, when you audition a drummer, you give him 3 to 5 songs and you learn them.
He gave me 10.
I gave out 10 because I know the
Here's
kind
a
of
quick set.
I know the kind of drummer that I need.
Damn.
So giving you 10 songs to learn in 2 weeks, if you can't do that or you don't feel like doing that, you're saving me the time to even waste my time.
So what happens? That's how you weed them out.
Yeah.
So you said like 54 songs.
So what happened?
Right? So
I auditioned the first time. It was okay.
He was nervous.
Yes, absolutely. Then the second time
it was okay.
better.
It was okay. But
by the third time,
I told him, you got a good heart. I love your attitude. I go, there's a couple songs that I need just like the record. And I talked to my kid and talked about it. I go, this guy Zack tried out, and I really like him. I mean, I just wanted him to be better. He's just, God.
Right.
Well, maybe he was nervous. I mean, maybe,
Yeah,
you're right. I'm going to tell him.
Right.
So I told him, I go, listen, let's do this again and get this. East LA has to be just like the record.
Right.
Get No Sleep, which you'll hear tonight, debut on PigzRadio.
Exclusive.
PigzRadio exclusive. East LA live on air.
Just like the record because it's a new record coming out. You know? So, did it again and he killed it.
Right on.
He killed it.
That's dope.
So I go full transparency. I want to try out 4 or 5 drummers so that I feel that I'm doing the best thing for myself, for the Rocketz.
Right.
But what he doesn't know is I just kept eating myself. This guy Zack's the one.
So let me ask you this: did you get any drummers that fucking just killed it, but you were just like, he's too cocky?
No, I did not. I got drummers that did not kill it. I got drummers that said, so, did you listen to it? Well, I kind of listened to them. Okay, let's see how this goes. Yeah. I got drummers that, postponed for whatever reason, Mm-hmm. So I'm just feeling, So I called Zack back. You know what, dude? Let's go one more rehearsal. It was 3, not 4. One more. And I promised him that I'd keep him appraised, and he was going to go to Alaska and come back. I'll keep you updated as I try out the drummers, and I'll let you know. I won't waste your time. If I find the one, I'll let you know. And I told him, hey, let's set up a rehearsal. If you want it, you're in. It's yours, And then we started driving, and then I got Bobby, and I got these guys together, and they fucking showed up wearing Twin Descendants fucking shirts. These guys are fucking both Descendants fans.
Not to mention twin fucking Milo tattoos.
Yep.
Okay, so what year was it when you brought this group together? Right
It's this year. It's like 3 months ago.
What have you been at, bro?
I just
You said that in the beginning.
Like, I have no time for a long
Fucking
time.
Guaps not paying a fucking attention.
I said that in February.
This is what happens when you go saca la bolsita while we're doing the fucking interview.
Guaps, go to sleep now. You know what?
Let's just get into this.
We talk about
Jesus.
LFC with Bobby and everything with Tony, but Zach, like, I mean, you
What
were
bands
nervous
were you
and
in,
whatnot.
Zach?
Yeah, where did you come from?
I come from a sleepy beach town where everyone surfs and has a good time and doesn't really
Gardena
worry
Beach?
about,
Gardena.
Ventura, man.
Ventura.
You have so much talent, but like 90% of people just are cool with whatever's in front of them.
Well, I surf.
I surf too. No, and that's fucking awesome. Surfing is one of the most therapeutic things you can do. I love it. I've done it for a long time now.
The sharks love it too.
Riding or skateboarding in puddles of water is not surfing.
No, I've been surfing since I was 15 years old.
Fuck yeah, me too.
But who'd you play with though?
So I play with a few bands, but my bands that I think had the most influential impact on me as a musician and as a person would probably be
Party Foul, Mr. Mario.
Party Foul, Mario.
Yeah, Mario just say
probably a band called Knucklehead and a band called Coffin, which, funnily enough, they're the same band. They were the same people, but the genre switched from the surf rock, sort of like, think of it as like Oxnard's, Nardcore, sort of drifting into Ventura. So that's sort of like intensity mixed with surf rock and the sort of like, Burger Records, indie scene mixed in with that. So
I heard they touch people.
That's true. There's a lot of controversy that came up last year. But that's so we had the we just listened to the music. We weren't actually part of the scene. I was like 18 years old at the time.
Oh,
17.
I don't know.
So the fact of the matter is that I grew up in that. Even before that, I was inspired by like the Who, Stones. Not really the Beatles, but I just sort of I come from that. But I was taught by my dad, another musician.
A lot of people don't appreciate surf rockers, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate all kinds of music.
Dude, I fucking love it. Like, I have my surf rocking scene. Like, dude, I'm a huge.
Now you're saying dude all of a sudden. Dude, what's up?
No, dude. Honestly, I'm a fucking.
He says surfing. Now he's got to represent.
Dude, what does my say?
Yeah,
essentially where I come from is like an amalgam of like the local punk scene, but also this sort of indie stuff that comes from like LA and some of the other like underground stuff.
Damn, so Tony, you got a big crock pot of just.
I got a potpourri of multiple genres, and so the writing can go in any direction I want. Right. And at the end of the day, it always sounds like the Rocketz. I mean, people have asked me why I don't put out a solo record because some of the stuff is different. But it's still me. It's like Mike Ness puts out a solo record, but it still sounds like Social Distortion to me. Yeah. So it's like I'm not going to try that. It's always going to be the Rocketz.
Well, let's hear it, Mario.
Wait. I just got to give props to Ventura County for Tony's Pizzeria. That's like one of my favorite places to go to.
Wow.
Little pizza shack where you get your pizza in a bag, in a brown paper bag.
Let's hear it, Mario. I'm excited for this.
There we go. The Rocketz. Thank you guys for coming down, hanging out, just sharing your love and your passion. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. This motherfucker right here, you got passion, and you're going to fucking ride or die.
And now that I'm drunk, we're going to screw up all our new stuff today.
Thank you, Angel City.
Thank you, Angel City.
Angel City Brewery.
Thanks, PigzRadio.
Sponsor tonight.
Shout out, Bobby.
All right, in the moment we all been waiting for, we're going to pop that fucking internet cherry with the fucking band.
Let's go. Brent already passed out on 50 Bud Lights.
Fuck you for taking that right back.
All right.
bitten by a werewolf and lives, becomes a werewolf himself.
People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a warm-hearted person who loved me till the end.
You're listening to Pigs Radio, broadcasting live from a secret location in Compton, California. The talk show that makes psychiatrists see other psychiatrists, other psychiatrists, other psychiatrists, other psychiatrists.
People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a warm-hearted person who loved me till the end.
Let's get ready to get on a sick one, homies. This is your homie El Guaps inviting you to join me and the Cochinitos over at Pigs Radio every Tuesday at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. as we hang out with the local bands, artists, and everything in between. Once again, join me and the Pigs Universe Tuesdays at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Pigs Radio. Ow! Oink, oink, motherfuckers.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you, I'm out.
That's right, Cochinitos, every Sunday night live here on PigzRadio.com.
Sunday nights.
We're getting the band. Go ahead and kill that fan. We're getting situated here in the Pig Studios.
Warren, check the camera.
Thanks to everybody that's still out there and watching and viewing. Let us
Yeah,
know you're
man,
still out there.
let's get
Let
that
the
Wops
band know
vision
you're
on.
still out there. Have you heard the news? There's a lot of good rocking tonight.
All right, gentlemen. Once again, the Rocketz, thank you guys for coming down. Tony.
Something we know? Warm up to something we know? What do you want to warm up to?
I can't hear anything.
Well, yeah, we're not on yet. Check.
Check.
What do you mean, like something slow? Like
No, warm up to something that we know, like other than the new stuff.
I mean, we only have like 20 minutes, right? We should probably do all new stuff.
Alrighty, guys. Can you guys hear me now?
I'm not coming home.
Huh?
Not coming home.
I like how these guys don't even have their set list ready.
Not coming home.
You've got. Oh, no. No, I'm not ready to do not coming.
All right.
Whatever you guys feel like playing.
All right, are we on? Is this thing on? Check. 1, 2. All right, we'd like to thank Pigs Radio for an outstanding time. We had the burritos, we had the Angel City Brewery beer. That's fucking great, man. So, I'm feeling nice and loose. I don't know if Brando's still there, but man, I love you, Brando. So, as promised, we're going to debut some brand new stuff. We have a new record coming out. It's called Lovesick and Heartbroke. Looking for a label to partner up with, but if not, I'll put it out myself. But it's all mixed and recorded in the cans and ready to go. I just need to do the next steps. But we hope you like this stuff. This is a brand new song. This is a love song. And this is, if you found the right person in life, this song's for you. This song is called Wither.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Softly when you sleep, I often wonder what I ever did. always sing a little louder, girl, and a little more out of tune. And I soar higher, light shines brighter, and I breathe deeper when I'm with you. And I cry softer, and I laugh louder, and I'm just better because of you. I'm only whole when I'm with you. I'd wither away, wither without you. I'd wither without you. I'm lost without you. I fade away into the deepest blue. But you always take me by the hand. Got me back to you. Die so higher, the light shines brighter, and I breathe deeper when I'm with you. And I cry softer, and I laugh louder, and I'm just better because of you. I found the love so deep and true. I'd wither without you. I'd wither without you. And when you call my name, my life forever changes. I'm only whole when I'm with you. I wither without you. I wither without Nice. Where's all the clapping? Oh, there's the clapping. Shit. All right. Hey, you gotta switch out, baby.
Oh shit.
You gotta switch out. So, yeah, that's a brand new one. It's called Wither. That's about true love. It's really what that's all about. There's no taking away from that one.
There's no metaphor.
There's no metaphor in that one.
It's true love.
It's true love, just like the true love.
I'm in
we
love
have
with
for
that song.
Pigs Radio.
Pigs Radio exclusive.
The next one's for
There you go.
Connected
Hey, Mario, or somebody, I had a beer. I don't know where it's at. It was like on the table. It was like a beer thing.
Can you help me out?
Oh, no. It was in a can. It was in a can that's still full. Oh, beautiful. We can drink like this, right? Because we gotta switch.
Hey, do whatever you want, baby. You're good.
I gotta pee really bad.
I told you go fucking pee.
He told you to go fucking pee.
Shit.
I mean,
oh, thank you so much.
I heard that. I actually heard you give all the instructions out.
Who's got to go?
Which one of these did your son write?
I write the songs and then I give them to my son all demoed out, and then he puts the drums to them, and then we go work together on the harmonies and the melody and stuff. So it's a 2-part thing. And then once we demo them out, so that one of the conditions with the Rocketz right now, and they know this coming in, is that me and my son write all the songs, and most of the time me and my son will record the records. I play the upright bass in the studio, but I have guest musicians from time to time. But Bobby knows Anthony, Zack met Anthony, Zack knew this coming in. It's a father-son thing, so how do you fight that, right? It's pretty cool. So I think Zack's okay with that, right?
Anthony is such a sweetheart and an incredible musician.
Yeah, so it's good.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely a good dude.
I know that kid for so long that he is such a phenomenal drummer.
Yeah.
He's even the one that's on the LLC record.
Damn.
Yeah, he's the one that did that record.
So good.
Maybe I'll do the next one.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
You'll do the next LLC record. All right. This one goes out to the working class. I stole that line from Sinner from the Chop Tops, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people have said that. I think the Dropkick Murphys say that a lot too. But this is one that is brand new. You notice the electric bass, we went kind of a different direction, but it's still rock and roll and it's still Rocketz, so I hope you guys like it. This is about working all day, coming home, relaxing, open up a Chevy, and then your friends are blowing up your phone because they're at the local bar. They're saying, man, local music experience and Pigs Radio is throwing this show. You can't sleep tonight, man. You got to come out here. So that's what this is called, Get No Sleep. All right, let's do it. Saturday and I'm as tired as shit. Just got home from a 12-hour shift, but the boys are at the bar. Time one on, yeah! Ice cold beer and a rock and roll song. Tops off the day that was way too long, but my boys are at the bar. Time one on, woo! Well, I can't sleep when the sun is bright. Guess I knew I'd get no sleep tonight. Wash off the day and I comb my hair. Race out the door into the nighttime air. You know my boys are at the bar. Time one. Step on the gas and away I go. Ice cold beer and a rock and roll show. You know my boys are at the bar. Time one. Well, I can't sleep when the sun is hot. Yes, I knew I'd get no sleep tonight. Shouldn't go. You know my money burns as the whiskey blows. Well, I can sleep when the sun is bright. I get no sleep tonight. 12 a.m. I'm feeling pretty gassed. I love my rockabilly when it's loud and fast. You know the boys are at the bar. Time one off. 12 a.m. I'm still having a ball. Got no time for a damn last call, cause we're locked inside the bar. Time one on. Yes, we are. Well, I can't sleep when the sun is bright. Yes, I knew I'd get no sleep tonight. Well, I know where I should go. You know my money burns as the whiskey blows. Well, I can sleep when the sun is high. I get no sleep tonight. tonight. Well, I can sleep when the sun is high. I get no sleep tonight. No sleep tonight. No sleep tonight.
I was waiting for a while for Tony to like just lose it.
Radio debut.
Dude, fuck the fucking Pigs call. That was
Hit the
fucking
explosion, Pigs Radio exclusive, all brand new Rocketz tracks.
You see all the fucking posters.
We played them live a couple of shows, but not everyone knows. I mean, this is our streaming cherry because we don't even live stream. So this is our very first live stream. So I will say that we will be at the Redwood Bar in Los Angeles on August 29th. That's going to be kind of a rockabilly, rock and roll show with us and Sandbox Bullies and a band from Phoenix called the DeVillains. And they stream. So that'll probably be our second streaming thing, and we'll play a full live set. So you can probably tune in on that. That's a Sunday matinee thing. But it kind of competes with the Big Pigs double thing.
It's okay.
It's okay.
He said matinee.
Right?
That means you can pre-party over there, and come catch Classy Chassis, then you can see Pigs. It's a whole day of partying, right?
It's nothing but Pigs debauchery all day. And by the way, shout out to the Sandbox Bullies. We've had them many, many years ago. So they were part of the fucking 400. So, it's... We're intertwined with a lot of fucking bands, so
nice.
We fuck around a bit.
Just a little. We've been around the block.
Just a little bit. You've had some tacos in some places.
You know.
We've needed a few penicillin shots in here.
I don't know about you. I'm allergic to penicillin.
Yeah. All right. So this is. I think we're gonna end it with this one, and then we'll see what happens. Maybe if anybody on the Pigs Radio streaming, the Twitchers and the Tweeters and the on MySpacers and the AOL or whatever.
Everybody out in the Pigsniverse.
Whatever. If you have a request, maybe we'll throw on the request.
Brando, make a request.
So here's one more original, and then I think we have time for a request. So if you guys blow it in, both of you guys, whichever one gets your request in first.
So go ahead and blow yourself and make sure you send in your request right now, guys. It's only limited time. Rock is brand new.
This is a
original.
brand new song about losing somebody and remembering them in a good way. Not being sorrowful, but remembering all the good times. Because we've had some friends that we've lost, not just the COVID related, but any kind. We've had some good guys, fun guys that were, in the scene. And they were always a blast. And you wonder why, God takes the fun ones first. But, maybe he's bored up there and he needs a good crew up there. So you remember the good times and not the bad times. I'm choking up because I just lost my brother. Woo! All right. This is called Takes Me Back. Here we go. extra shot so you can find your way. But I got no tears for you, no. I got no regrets. We lived and loved every day. Every day we drink and fight together. We swore friends forever. And all the tears and all the laughs and all the songs, it takes me back. Oh, yeah, it takes me back. Yeah, it takes me back. And though you're gone, I can feel you like yesterday. And all the tears and all the songs and all the songs. It takes me back. It takes me
Damn. Got real bluesy right there.
I need a
I got the growler right there. I brought it out.
Oh, yeah? Oh, I still got some tasty to live and tie in LA.
To live and tie. Do I switch back? Are we going back to the upright?
Oh, no. Oh, I don't know. What, did we get a request?
So we got a few. We got 3 requests, and we'll let you guys pick out the best one that you guys want to fucking play out.
Right.
We have Mia. Shout out to Mia, or is it Mia? Maya?
Mai.
Oh, Mai. That's right. I always fuck that shit up. Sorry, Mai. She's part of the Ray C and the Ray Nets out there in the local music experience. She requested East LA Live, please.
Okay, live.
Brando Von Vasbo asked for Pretty Fucked Up. Andrew asked for I Wanna Get a Mohawk.
Oh.
So if we got to close out tonight, which one of those 3s would you close out this show
All I
with?
see is that I'm gonna have to get the upright bass.
The upright bass, for
Okay.
sure. Upright bass, for sure. Yeah, so we'll do that one. How much time do we have, Pigs? Mario?
I mean, how many songs do you want to squeeze in, Tony?
I think we should do 2 of those.
Do two.
Yeah. I think we should do 2 of those.
Let's do it.
Oh, man.
Well,
Brando, I love you. I got to do one for you, man.
Which one are you gonna start with?
Hey, that was a switch the bass, not take your shirt off. We're on a time limit here. Come on.
I mean, if people
Freaking
want to
rookies,
get
man.
naked, man, that's fine.
Rookies.
We're
take
all
anywhere.
about getting naked.
Once again, if you're out there tuning in for the first time, upright bass, Mr. Bobby Sins. We got Zack Castro on the drums. This is my new dudes. They're fucking great guys. They're really cool. For my friends who might be watching across the country, they're going to be sleeping in your living room soon.
Hell yeah.
You put that little EQ
I'll sleep
button
anywhere.
On. You put that EQ in there on? Is it on?
Now it is.
All right. So we're gonna do 2 of these. We're gonna do 2 of these. We're gonna do Mohawk too. Okay, all right, we're gonna do 2 of these. So first we gotta take care of my buddy Brando. Rumble Cats, Atomic Music. Here we go. She's got a man on the side. She's with him today. And I probably won't die. But it sure feels that way. I used to be strong. I used to be tough. And she used to be pretty. But now she's just pretty fucked up. I'm pretty fucked up. Yeah, she's pretty fucked up now. Yeah, she used to be pretty, but now she's just pretty fucked up. Now I know people change. Now maybe that's good, and some people don't. Maybe they should, or like the back on hell. I might just throw up. It sure does feel shitty when these kids are pretty fucked up. Pretty fucked up! She's pretty fucked up now. She used to be pretty, but now she's just pretty fucked up. Long time ago, I made her feel this way, and I begged her forgiveness. Yeah, I begged her to stay. She said that she loved me. It made me feel good. Yeah, it made me feel giddy. But now I feel pretty fucked up. Pretty fucked up. She's pretty fucked up now. Well, she used to be pretty, but now she's just pretty fucked up. Pretty fucked up. She's pretty fucked up now. She used to be pretty, now she's just pretty fucked up. She used to be pretty, now she's just pretty fucked up. Yeah, she's pretty fucked up. Yeah, she's pretty fucked up. All right. Woo. Okay.
That's the shit.
I sort of lied to Mario. I told him I wasn't even going to use my distortion pedal. So let's just make sure the levels are still good. All right, this is by request too. Sorry about East LA, but we've been playing the damn video all night. This is our AFI cover. I Want a Mohawk. I may be thinking over, asking no job, but little business almost every single day. Don't wanna see the gas, I wanna pack my dress, but mom won't let me, so I might just run away. I wanna ride my skate, I wanna stay up late, I wanna Mohawk, mom won't let me get one. I wanna go to shows, I wanna pierce my nose, I wanna Mohawk, mom won't let me get one. I may be thinking over, I still know what's up, I listen to the Misfits almost every single day. Don't wanna move again, I wanna pull the test, but mom won't let me, so I might just disobey. I wanna ride my skate, I wanna stay up late, I wanna Mohawk, mom won't let me get one. I wanna go to shows, I wanna pierce my nose, I wanna Mohawk, mom won't let me shit. Oh, keep it going, Bobby. It doesn't hurt. I may be 5 feet tall, but I still know what's up. I wanna take a razor to my hand. Don't wanna make my bed. I wanna stop and wreck the bomb. Won't let me, so I'll pretend that I'm dead. I wanna ride my skate. I wanna stay up late. I wanna Mohawk, mom won't let me get one. I wanna go to shows. I wanna pierce my nose. I wanna Mohawk, mom won't let me get one. Sorry for cheesing up the lyrics, man. Damn it. I think we're done, yeah? Pigs Radio. Pigs Radio. Thanks for popping our cherry on Pigs Radio. Yeah. We're the Rocketz. Thank you very much. We're on tour. We're coming up this Thursday, the August 12th, in Pasadena at the Mix. Then we'll be in Yuma on Friday the 13th. Gallup, New Mexico on the 14th. Las Vegas, Nevada at a matinee 5 p.m. free show on the 15th. And just go on to the rocketsband.com. The Rocketz with a Z band.com. Sign up on our mailing list, and you can check all our shows there. And thank you guys very much. And thanks to Big Pigs Radio. Thank you for busting our cherry. My butt already hurts. Thank you.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you for having us, Pigs Radio.
We'll get you.
Hell yeah.
We'll get you some toilet paper for the bleeding right now.
Invite me and Tony anytime to come and talk and shit.
Yeah, we'll come and talk shit.
Hell yeah. We'll have you guys fucking come back.
You guys are always welcome
to shut us up.
I'll come
talk
stop shit.
Talking.
Shout out.
Zack doesn't say shit.
Shout out to everyone out there in the Pigsniverse tuning in live. We love and support you guys for the last fucking 11 fucking years. Longest running podcast in the city of Compton, in the history of the universe, because I don't know any other podcasts going on for that long. I know other shows have been going on for fucking hundreds of episodes, because they're like the Foo Bar show that do like 10,000 episodes in a fucking
Whatever,
week.
fuck those guys. Don't even mention them. Don't waste your time.
Doesn't Shelby be on the podcast?
Listen, I gotta give it up to Zack. Zack, the whole night was
Thank you.
quiet, but when it came to fucking drumming, this guy fucking spoke a lot.
You talking to me?
Yeah, this fool wails.
That's right.
This guy rocked it.
Not this Zack, but the other Zack.
Not Swine
And
Zack.
George, we love El Guapo.
yeah.
He paid me to
Rocketz
say that. He pulled me aside and told me to say that. So
Oh,
we love
okay.
El Guapo. We love El Guapo, right?
Yeah, we love El Guapo.
Yeah. Even if you do like Megadeth and Los Galacticos.
Yeah, I love Megadeth.
And don't forget, guys, live Sunday the 29th, check out the Rocketz, and then right after that you come out. Right after that you come to Boomers for the Pigs Radio 400th live episode. But go check out the Rocketz and then go fucking get drunk at fucking Boomers. It's gonna be great. And like, subscribe, hit that smash page, and do whatever else in between. Follow Zack on the fucking Twitch, I guess, if he does or doesn't. I don't know if he does. And then watch out for Guaps, sacando las bolsitas.
Hey, but tune in next week. Next week.
Yeah, next week.
Next week is my birthday show, my birthday episode. So I got my boys from Born Ultra. This was my pre-birthday show, Tony. Thanks for showing up.
I love you.
Thank you. Love you too, brother.
Oh.
So next week we got Born Ultra doing some American black metal.
On that note,
Yeah, fuck Wapo because he's like a little Slayer bitch. Even though Dave Lombardo, fucking that band is shit without Dave Lombardo. Fuck them putos. Fuck Slayer.
Maybe my kid Anthony Drinkwater can go sing in for Slayer.
Hey yo, DJ, stop the music! Countdown! 5, 4, 3, 2.
Initiating shutdown sequence. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you, I'm out.
This show may cause birth defects and/or cancer. Void where prohibited in the Southern United States. Official sponsor of the Special Olympics. Not really. 2% financing available for nothing. See your official Toyota dealer for recall as penalty for not buying American. This show may cause massive amounts of marijuana consumption. This show has been a joint venture of cockballs and ass. Free sale and tossing available upon request. Visit robertreese.com. Sexual relations among cousins is not incest.
Thank you.
That will conclude this evening's entertainment.